That's a little insight.
Shit. Hold on now. We ain't starting this. Not like that.
That's a little insight. Little fun fact. It's a sample of my favorite, absolute favorite artist in the world that we live on. Gotta send this shout out to Lord. We are who we are, who we gonna be in this life. Can't nobody get it wrong like you. Only you can get it right. And yeah, step on up. It's time to play. Where the party at? You gonna do another night? Stay another day? Nah, I know. This shit's harder than it looks. And this world ain't meant for us. Yeah, they put us in school, give us books, but that ain't meant for us. And usually it's wrong. Usually it's the right shit that they want you to get with. It's the program of the big ones, and I don't care what you believe in. It's real shit. And I know, cause I done lived the right way, lived the wrong way, and all between. I done fell down and I done got up, did it again. Know what I mean? There's one thing to say though, and only you can do you. If you wanna look out for other help, that's cool too, but it's all inside you. Yeah, real, let's go. Nobody tell me I'm fake. I can't tell myself. Sometimes I staying up really late, trying to just calm myself. Then I get this, and the Lord kicks in and the music hit, and then I say, goddamn, I'm here for a reason. It's the music shit. I'll never quit. Yeah, only way to kill a dream is still a hater that don't believe in you. Guess what they'll do? And they can't do it, they'll tell you that they stick around too. And that's how it goes. It's a hater man, it's a hoe man, it's a little jacket man, and they can't attack how I attack it man. And they ain't weird when I'm a backer man. I know. And we are who we are for a reason. Yeah, I said it. And you don't like it? Say it from another mother. Ask him to say it. And make him say it. And we are who we are. And we'll be who we'll be. And it's good. And we living that life. Live with me. I'll never quit. Yeah, only way to kill a dream is tell a hater that don't believe in you. Guess what they'll do? If they can't do it, they'll tell you that they stick around too. And that's how it goes. It's a hater man, it's a hoe man, it's a little jacket man, and they can't attack how I attack it man. And they ain't real when I'm a backer man. I know. And we are who we are for a reason. Yeah, I said it. And you don't like it? Say it from another mother. Ask him to say it. And make him say it. And we are who we are. And we'll be who we'll be. And it's good.
What's that?
Long as a motherfucker.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.
Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Why do I feel I ain't done enough? My 20s, my 50s, my 100s up. I know that they see that I'm coming up. These smart, she ain't talking to none of us. This fuck nigga playing, I'm running up. Dun-na-na, dun-na-na, dun-na-na. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Why do I feel I ain't done enough? My 20s, my 50s, my 100s up. I know that they see that I'm coming up. You smart, you ain't talking to none of us. This fuck nigga playing, I'm running up. Yeah, dun-na-na, dun-na-na, dun-na-na. Run it up, run it up, run it up. I'ma run it up. I done ran it up. Big stacks now, got him standing up. My 20s, my 50s, my 100s. Benjamin, he been here with me the longest. I told him he can get big as he want it. I'ma protect him from niggas that want him. I'ma roll up on some niggas that owe me. Shit, you already know me. I want it all and not some of my money. I got some creatures 100 down for me. It's not the fact that I want it, I need it. It's just the fact that it's not what you thinking. Your guardian angel can't stop all these demons. I wake you up just to stop you from. Just know if it's up there, you not doing no sleeping. Tell all your people it's not for no reason. You ain't got that dough, then it's got to go season. Knock at your door just to stop all your breathing. If I keep the scaling, it's not gonna be even. Just got the hell no, you ain't leaving. Where my money at? You a running back. If I see you and you owe me, then you running that. I'ma run it up, you the runner up. And it ain't hard to tell, you ain't done enough. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Why do I feel I ain't done enough? My 20s, my 50s, my 100s up. I know that they see that I'm coming up. This smart shit talking to none of us. This fuck nigga playing, I'm running up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, up, run it up, run it up. Why do I feel I ain't done enough? My 20s, my 50s, my 100s up. I know that they see that I'm coming up. You smart, you ain't talking to none of us. This fuck nigga playing, I'm running up. Dun-na-na, dun-na-na, dun-na-na. Run it up, run it up, run it up.
I get grip, nigga. You a bitch, nigga. Arm, leg, arm like a stick figure. When I hit, nigga, don't trip, nigga. Keep my eyes on my prize, get my grip, nigga. Counting these hundreds and 20s and 50. Running 300s, they 20s, they with me. I'm proud in this pussy, she coming so with me. Her grave is 100, I run it up quickly. Run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Your bitch might get punted up. My 10s, my 50s, my 100s up. We win, we switch to get sucker punch. We spin so quickly, we coming up. The end is quickly, you running up. Dun it up, dun it up, dun it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. I get cash quick, I get my grip quick. I need a quick fix, you need a quick lift. I hit a lick quick, I get my dick licked. Then chill, on some pimp shit, getting my money, we stacking together. 20s and 50s and 100s, whatever. All of my niggas, we get in this cheddar. We get in this cheddar, we tryna live better.
Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Why do I feel I ain't done enough? My 20s, my 50s, my 100s up. I know that they see that I'm coming up. He's smart, she ain't talking to none of us. This fuck nigga playing, I'm running up. Dun-na-na, dun-na-na, dun-na-na. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Why do I feel I ain't done enough? My 20s, my 50s, my 100s up. I know that they see that I'm coming up. Be smart, you ain't talking to none of us. This fuck nigga playing, I'm running up. Dun-na-na, dun-na-na, dun-na-na. Run it up, run it up, run it up.
Hey, I wanna see you get down on it. Let me get this party started. Hey, I wanna see you get down on it. Party people, where you at? Who wanna get they boogie on tonight? Put your hands in the air now. You're feeling right.
Y'all know I take out whatever I get on, you hear me? I do this shit for real. You hoes do this shit for fun, bitch. I'm a gangsta ass bitch on the rise. They know I'm the phone. Shout out to them guys. My SO is right now, tell no lies. All of my ops can say they go buys. I really been nice, but let me talk my shit. Bitches they hate cause I stay making hits. Sick of these bitches, they throwing these shots and they laughing, they comments, they thoughts on me. I'm popping my shit and they hot like a stove. All of these yapping, but who with the move? They scared for risk, so them bitches gon' troll. Soon as I blow, them bitches gon' roll. Who the fuck raised you hoes? You bitches ain't real, you bitches be weird. Sick of these bitches like what is the deal? I guess cause I missing a meal. Hey, I be happy for hoes, never be hating on hoes. I'm blessed like a ribbon, they study my flow and go book them a session. Jumping in front, I'ma teach you a lesson. These bitches my souls, I call them possession. They saying they feelings must be on their beard. You think that I'm buying a little bitch, you a idiot. Biggest rap bitch and I got my fears. When they throw shade, I don't take them serious. It ain't my fault that my bars legit. It ain't my fault that my energy lit. It ain't my fault that I'm standing on beat. It ain't my fault that I snap on the verse. I ain't gon' lie, this shit on the flow. Come for big hunter, let's get it, let's go. I come from the south, I'm a hood ass hoe. Got these bitches mad, so they hustle and they puff. I be ready for these bitches to get gangsta, call my bluff. If you got an issue, homie, just direct it before I pop it. Keep it cute if you don't want me. I'm the type that like the chick. I got these bitches mad, so they huff and they puff. I be ready for these bitches to get gangsta, call my bluff. If you got an issue, homie, just direct it before I pop it. Keep it cute cute if you don't want it. I'm the type that like a jet. Let me go big, I feel like finesse. Put them in their place like I'm out playing chess. Shout out to bitches that came from nothing. Fuck your shit, get them brocos talking. Shout out to niggas that home to the poppin'. Love me a nigga with bands they pocket. They hate on the topic and me feel like why? I feel like blind, I'm lit right now. Got these bitches mad, so they huff and they puff. I be ready for these bitches to get guys, so got my blood. If you got a issue, homie, just direct it for I pop it. Keep it cute if you don't want it. I'm the type that like a jet. Hey, got these bitches mad, so they huff and they puff. I be ready for these bitches to get guys, so got my blood. If you got a issue, homie, just direct it for I pop it. Keep it cute if you don't want it. I'm the type that like a jet. If you see your op, if you see your op, let me hear you call my bluff. Call my bluff. If you see your op in public, bitch, you want to say what? Call my bluff. Hey, call my bluff. Hey, call my bluff. Hey, call my bluff.
Antonio, you sent it to me?
I have a whole bunch of Adidas, Reebok. I don't even know what all different kinds of them things. I put the Louis Vuitton stuff. A friend gave me this one a while back.
You always got that Louis V on.
This one, the other friend gave me. I almost cried. It's a Mickey Mouse Louis Vuitton. It's not real. This one's not real. This one.
You always got that design shit.
Louis Vuitton? Sure. I used to have. Wow. I was not maybe.
Whoop that bitch, yeah. Whoop that hoe, yeah. Whoop that bitch, yeah. Whoop that hoe. I'm tired of spraying bitches. I'm finna whoop on me a hoe. I'm tired of spraying bitches. I'm finna whoop on me a hoe. Ay, whoop that bitch, yeah. Whoop that hoe, yeah. Whoop that bitch, yeah. Whoop that hoe.
Put a knot up on that hoe. Put a knot up on that hoe. Put a knot up on that hoe. Put a knot up on that hoe.
They matter, I me, he's fine me. I think he won't smoke. And if you bitches try to test me, I'ma spring on the hoe. All that loud talking, streaming, you gon' eat on the floor. Pop my shit on the daily, fuck with him on the low. I ain't friendly with these niggas, all these niggas some hoes. Now these bitches find me, now she tryna size me. Thinking that she flies me, but bitch you right behind me. Pop my shit on the daily, you hoes on the daily. Whoop that bitch, yeah. Whoop that hoe, yeah. Whoop that bitch, yeah. Whoop that hoe.
Put a knot up on that hoe. Put a knot up on that hoe. Put a knot up on that hoe. Put a knot up on that hoe.
Whoop that bitch, yeah. Whoop that hoe, yeah. Whoop that bitch, yeah. Whoop that hoe.
Put a knot up on that hoe. I'm copied in this bitch. I been to Lenny on these hoes. Call me Mayweather, Tyson, no creep. I'm ready to box off. These bitches tough on the internet, but in person they all been whooping hoes since a youngin' bitch out. Peter roller hoe. Get the wig in this hoe. I stand on beating hoe. And if you bitches got some metal, gonna run it hoe. I'm from the trenches, violate me out, punch a hoe. And shoot bitches out like O's, like I'm tic-tac-toe. No rules.
Whoop that bitch, yeah. Whoop
I got it.
hoe, yeah. Whoop that bitch, whoop that hoe. I'm tired of spraying bitches. I'm finna whoop on me a hoe. I'm tired of spraying bitches. I'm finna whoop on me a hoe. Ay, whoop that bitch, yeah. Whoop that hoe, yeah. Whoop that bitch, yeah. Whoop that hoe.
Put a knot up on that hoe. Put a knot up on that hoe. Put a knot up on that hoe.
I'm still here, y'all.
Better stay away from her. Get your ass whooped.
She just love me. She just love me. You got first way on that beat now. She love me. Love me. She just love me. Never got the bitch now she on me. Money on my mind now she icy. Hit up from the bed till that pussy pricey. Now I'm getting money, now she love me. Money on my mind like I'm damn deep. Hit up from the back, she just love me. Yeah, money on my mind, now she want me. With
she go my heart, she tryna go. I done got your hoe, dang, turn her up for show. Yeah, tell her like they know, been a man on my own. Laying back, I'm strong, I got your bitch, she looking good. Oh, yes, she tryna go, got your hoe. What you mean, what I own? All my niggas tryna go, turn it up in the club with your baby mama. I don't give a fuck how you feel, nigga, don't want no drama. What you mean, don't wanna beef? Niggas standing on this shit, fuck about your whole nigga, cause she suckin' on my dick. Hit up from the back now, nigga, yup, it's going on. Take her to the kitchen, but a friend, yup, it's going on. Yeah, me, she did love me. Never got the bitch, now she on me. Money on my mind, now she icy. Hit up from the back, tell that pussy pricey. Hey, now I'm getting money, now she love me. Money on my mind, like I'm damn deep. Hey, hit up from the back, she love me. Money on my mind, now she want me. Hey, I'm swag, hey, and now she want me, hey. Young bitch, she love, hey. She tryna go, hey. I hear from the back, and see my baby, hey. I like your girl, hey. She kinda cute, she kinda thick, damn. She kinda bad, Now tuck that ass, now shake that ass, then let it go. You know you tryna go. You like the way I flow, you like the way I know, and like the way I smoke.
Watch me ride by, wanna fuck me. See me in the club, wanna suck me. Yes, that's why you mad and wanna fuck.
She done love me. She done love me. Never got the bitch, now she on me. Money on my mind, now she icy. Hit up from the back, tell that pussy pricey. Hey, now I'm getting money, now she love me. I'm back, I'm hit up from the back, she love me. Money on my mind, now she want me. Me.
Yo.
Please exit and try again.
Yo, man, it's your boy Hawk Life. This is Tap In, the panel, the discussion panel. We got some dope topics for y'all today. Make sure y'all tap in, respect the speaker. If you know you got a little agitation in your background, kind of mute it. It's probably me though. Okay. We gonna introduce the panel today. We're gonna let the panel introduce themselves, and then we're gonna get into some dope ass topics, man. Once again, like we always say, make sure you tap in, don't tap out. Panel, introduce yourself. Ladies first. We got
This Real Life Topics podcast is the whole other host on here yet? But this Real Life Topic podcast from Chicago.
Chi-Town in the building. Who else we got up there?
St. Louis in the building. I am Big Boss Love T, Music Management CEO and founder, music management, everything.
Who else we got in the building? Yeah, we can hear you. You got a lot going on in your background.
Oh, what's happening? What's happening? Fat fold. Fuck around, find out. It's hot this summer. I'm on fire, man. Catch me in Vicksburg, Mississippi, June 21st. Live battle against Mississippi OG, big homie. We're here tapping in with the crew tonight. We got some good topics for you, man. Let's get this thing going.
Yes, sir. Last person, introduce yourself. Antonio.
Shout out to the
kid. Yep. Young and fresh boy from St. Louis. Born and raised. Gonna come on.
Say it again.
I said I'm gonna tell you, I'm a young and fresh boy from St. Louis. Let's come on.
Okay. Let's show. There she is, Sunflower. Introduce yourself. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm the Sunflower Soul, the second half of Real Life Topics podcast.
Yes, man. We got Chicago.
Nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you. Look like that flower blooms
Nice to meet you.
well.
Nice to meet you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
So that's it. We got Chicago. We got St. Louis in here. We got Beantown in here. We got New Orleans in here. This is a collective organization, right? The networking multiplication going. Anyhow, I'm just trying to set the tone.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be the icebreaker. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited. I'm very excited. We got some topics.
This is why we global over here, man. Make sure y'all tapping in, man.
All right,
Yep, make sure y'all tapping in, bringing that energy, letting us know y'all opinions, because we want to know. Ask us any questions y'all want in the comments during the panel discussion. Whatever y'all feel like y'all want to talk about, and we're gonna answer that to the best of our knowledge while also answering the topics at hand. So interact with us, let us know you out there, let your voices be heard. Now, with that being said, tap in, don't tap out. I'm working, y'all. So we gonna
Yeah,
get
but
into
today, how we do it, we have the ladies go first with the topics. So whichever one of you ladies want to go first, and we're gonna go around simultaneously and answer the questions. We not trying to have one person take turns on one topic. That way, everybody can get a chance to talk about the topic and all the topics as well.
Exactly. Exactly. So with that being said,
going first. I wasn't prepared. You know, I'm kind of new.
Basically, what's gonna happen is
I want to make sure whatever I ask is something of substance.
now we got particular questions, and when I announce the question, the ladies have the options of going first to get their opinions on the topic. They're really not question topic. Hold on, let me mute his mic because his background kind of crazy. Basically, what I was saying is, I'm gonna put the topic out. Whatever topic we're about to discuss, ladies have the option to go first. They'll get their opinions on it. If y'all have any opinions on topics y'all think we should discuss, if you have any opinion, just put it in the private chat at the bottom of the screen. There's a tab for a private chat that only us can see, and you can put it in there, and we'll incorporate it into the show. Yeah, it's no wrong question, there's no wrong answer. Ain't no politically correct. Let me put the disclaimer out now. Ain't no wrong question, ain't no wrong answers. If you don't like what the fuck we talking about, and I'm gonna say it to you bluntly, the dope right there. The dope right there. That means you
That way, we will escort you, and I do take everybody to the door, and I use my Timberland and kick your ass right up out of here.
I'm trying to tell you.
So what you're trying to say is everyone's opinions matter.
Absolutely.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Because it's real and it's authentic. That's what we do here. Authentic.
Guys to be. First topic of the night.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start off in a deep spot. We're gonna start off in a deep spot. We're gonna start off in what does love mean to you? Now, ladies first, not everybody at one time. Antonio, I know you can hear me. When you ready to talk, let me put it in the chat and then I'll unmute you. You just got a crazy background going on. That's it. Go ahead.
Okay, I mean, I can go first. I don't mind answering that question. To me, love is multiple things kind of wrapped up into many categories. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like they say, love can be a lot of things. I mean, it can be patient, it can be kind. You know what I'm saying? It can be emotionally intelligent. It's peace. You know what I mean? And there are so many other words to describe love. You know, but those are the ones that I can think of off the top of my head. It's something that is also to me, because I know a lot of people don't feel that way, but I feel like love is also unconditional.
Mm-hmm.
It can be. I guess it depends on, because there are different variations and types of love as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they say, agape love, and you know what I mean, the love of your brother, the love of your sister. You know what I'm saying, the love that you have with your mate. So I guess it all depends on what aspect you're coming from. But when I think of in general, the word love means those things.
Mm. Mm. The other half of Real Life Podcast.
She pretty much took the words out of my mouth, but I'm just gonna go with one word. And love means unconditional to me. That's all I can say about
Straight
that.
up.
That's
Yeah.
one of it's just straight unconditional. I mean, it's just unconditional. When you love someone, no matter what's going on, I kind of feel like love has a lot to do with respect as well, but that just comes with it. Loving someone, respecting them. I know some people do be disrespectful when they so-called say they love someone, but I don't even think if you love someone and become disrespectful, that's like not a part of love to me. But that's just my opinion. But unconditionally, respecting. I know a lot of people like to say love and or loyalty. Which one would you want? Because it must be two different things to some people. But I just when I love someone, and now I'm finna speak for self, it requires trust, loyalty, and unconditional things. So that's just my definition of love. I bring all three of those things: trust, loyalty, all of that together. It has a lot to do with love to me.
Okay, fellas. Who's going first? Hold on. I mean, I'm mute my bar.
Well said, Queen.
Want to touch on that topic, fellas. What's love mean to you? Who want to go first? Antonio?
Well, we're gonna go from the bottom up. How we gonna do this?
Love means the people around you and the things you love and good at.
Say that again.
Love means just people around you and the things you love and good at.
Okay. Okay.
That's how people love. Just people around you.
Can you say that? Can you repeat that one more time? You said love is what to you?
Love means just people around you and the things you love and good at.
He said, love means cherish the people around you and the things that you love and good at.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's a good answer. Good answer. Before you want to go next?
I'm gonna go ahead and say,
Okay.
like the lady so eloquently said, it is unconditional, man. I don't want to feel like I gotta change or hide anything about me. I want to be able to be me. Knowing that somebody has my back, like I want them to feel the same. Unconditional is the perfect word. I say. I got some OGs that be talking that love ain't what you give, man. It's what you can take. And if you love somebody, my definition of love, I know people aren't perfect. We gonna mess up. We gonna screw up, but it's gonna be accidents and not purposely done. And like the respect thing, everybody gonna disagree and argue once in a while, but you can do that without trying to tear the other person down. You can disagree without name calling or being disrespectful. We supposed to disagree. We man and woman, two total opposites. So yeah. People, the people that be like, oh, we ain't never had an argument. We've been together 20 years. Well, y'all motherfuckers must not talk to each other because we think different for a reason. And you can have an argument, but you just argue with love and keep the disrespect out of it. And you come to a term where you can agree or not. But you ain't got to agree, and you ain't got to make the other person feel like they wrong for believing what they believe. If to me, when there's love involved, it's basically unconditional. That's what I like.
Well said.
Be yourself.
Well said.
Well said.
I say love is a trait that we all born with. It's something that you can't resist, and I agree with everybody, what y'all said about characteristics of love. But love is a trait that we born with, something that we can't refuse. You know what I'm saying? it's in us, it's not on us, you know. So whichever level, you know, either you dishing it or you receiving it, you know, it's in us, you know. You can't really defeat that, you know. Like hate is something that we taught, you know. We're not born with hate, you know. We're not born with fear, you know, but we're born with love, you know. So love is a trait that's, you know, unconditionally, and it's forced upon us, you know. No matter how bad we want to not love someone, it's in us to love everyone.
Yeah.
Love. Honest. I really feel like everybody said it all. It really do come down to one word. And you know, and I just feel like with love is action more than anything to me. I feel like a person can say it, but your actions tell a total different story. Your actions gonna always give the truth. The thing I'm saying, and I feel like that is the purest form of honesty to me. Your actions, a person's actions, because like I mean, they got some people that can talk some real. The YNs they call it Riz, but back in the day they called the game. They left it at that. They had some real. They got some real good conversation, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And people make that conversation to make you think somebody's somebody that they're not. And then in some cases, people don't show you who they are early. You might not find that out till late. But that's all in the process. That's the other part of love to me. I feel like love can also be a risk. Because a lot of people wear that on their shoulders, and that risk sometimes don't pan out. Some people give up because the pain is real. When you invest so much energy into somebody and they're not investing it back, you know what I'm saying? And you know, all that's a part of you got to be willing. That person you willing to go to bat for is the person 9 out of 10 you should be with. Because a lot of people get in situations, the person they with, they won't even much fight for. A lot of people won't get that. They'll go over there. They probably think I'm talking about like real fighting. No, I'm talking about fighting for your relationship. When the tough times come, if that person willing to fight, that's an action. They're gonna show it in their actions. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna show you just how much they care, how much it's valuable to them. If a person don't see value in love is also it's value to me. If a person don't see a value in you, then they mean they don't love you. Because can a person say they love you and treat you incorrectly?
Perfect. Yep.
Love is definitely giving the worst advice, you know, to you know the person to strengthen them, you know, even though that person might not feel it as a strength, but you know, you definitely got to love person. And like I say, you know, I'm an 80s baby, you know, love was forced upon us, you know what I'm saying? No matter how hard we didn't want to be loved, you know, the neighbors loved us, you know, even though we considered this snitching or telling on us, you know, that was a form of showing that they loved us, you know, they didn't want us to be harmed, you know, on their watch.
Man, touch on what you said, Dwayne. I forgot about that. When it's the hard times, you know, they say good and for better for worse. But shit, how many times you know it's only there until you good? As soon as it's bad, or you ain't how you was, or you ain't providing, or you on a downstroke, it's next up. I forgot about that. You're right. You gotta get that. We gonna stay and fight and fix it, not the next up mentality.
I'm trying to tell you. If you don't like me when I wake up in the morning, I got the ugliest face in the world. If you don't like that face, I come outside with holes all in my shirt, pants ripped, and some dirty tennis shoes on. You better love every piece of me. You understand? You better act like I got on a 3-piece suit when you see me. You know what I'm saying? That's
and I want to touch on what you.
Well, you
I want to touch on a little bit.
You don't want to act.
Right.
You wanted to be real.
And I want to touch on what you
like
were saying.
You like me. You better be real, baby.
Right. I just want to touch on what you were saying, Wayne, about you know, sometimes you don't see the love until the end, and that's the problem with people. You know, stop, you know, putting that foresight up, hoping that that person going to be the person that you want them to be. You know, because that person will tend to see right through your shade. You know what I'm saying? So be you at all times. Don't. Like me, I give everybody the benefit of the doubt, you know, and I don't do the op thing. You have to mess up a relationship with me, not my homeboy, not my mama, not my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Because what they do around that person, they may not do around me, you know, and I get that a lot. A lot of people don't take certain actions in my presence, but when I'm not around, you know, they do certain things, you know, and
That
I'm
part.
not here to judge them. And like I said, because we're not forced to be around nobody. So when you get to the point where you forcing yourself to be around somebody, you know, that's that falsetto love. You know what I'm saying? Where that love can kill you. You know what I'm saying? Because
Shadow
why
boxing.
force yourself on a person that's not giving you the same reaction back? And sometimes you have to let them know why are you, you know, in this position with them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people can use it for granted because you never told them, well, I'm doing this because I see you don't have that extra $5. So let me give you this extra $5. So now you can go about your days thinking you're gonna have $20 instead of $15. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now we're getting our sub topic for that topic, which is love still relevant today?
Yep, we see it right now.
Mm.
And like I say, we only affected by what we let affect us, you know. And like I said, love is forced upon us. So to say you don't love somebody or to say you don't feel love, you know, you only lying to yourself.
But it's people out there who who feel like there's nobody's favorite or nobody loves them.
Yeah, but like I say,
Mm.
that's a personal opinion that's making that person a weaker person, you know, because everybody love you, you know, and we can't have a person love us the way we want them to love us. We gotta allow them to love us the way they have the love to give. You know, some people might not have a loving $100, but they got a loving
Mm.
hug or a
Mm.
loving handshake or a loving phone call. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Our expect
it's some evil people out here.
Yeah,
There's some
it
people
definitely is.
who are naturally they ain't never loved, they don't love, they just always have been, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. In general perspective, yeah. You know what I mean? For the most
Mm.
part, we as humans have the love perspective, but there are definitely some people. That's why there's death. That's why there's cruelty to children. That's why there's all kinds. You know what I mean? Because there's people out here who do not love. They don't know
Mm.
what love is. They ain't never experienced that.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
So you do have to learn how to love to a certain extent. We are
Mm-hmm.
creatures of habit as human beings.
Yeah, that's definitely
Talk
a
about
fact.
it.
I agree. I
So
agree.
whatever environment that you're brought up in, like even with like a plant, if you grow a plant, you know, if you put it in good soil, it's gonna be a good seed. It's gonna give you fruit. If you put it in bad, you know what I'm saying? You may get
No,
rotten. You
make
know
a
what I
lot of
mean? It may
sense.
not be a
Yeah,
good harvest.
make a lot of
Mm.
sense.
No, it may not be a good. I mean, so I definitely agree that on a general level, you know what I mean, and where we come from is like that, you know, to a certain extent. Because, like I said, there are cases, you know what I mean. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think this life that we live is of a dual perspective. So you can't have the good without the bad, and vice versa.
True.
Yeah,
You know
True.
what I mean?
facts. Definitely, you gotta have that balance. It's a balance to everything, you know. So
Yeah, but
once you
without without
understand,
without without love, how would you know what hate is, and vice versa?
yep, facts. Like I say, you will never know what bad luck is without knowing what good luck is. You know.
Is
Facts.
love still relevant, huh? Well, I'm gonna just be talking about with me. I know I can do good things and handle my business and thrive without it. But I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm not stupid. I know that when I have it, now I'm Superman. You know what I'm saying? Without it, I'm still gonna be all right. I'm gonna be good. It might be, whatever. But if I got a love of somebody admire or that I value, and I know they love me, shit, that's Superman shit. I'm gonna be twice as good.
Absolutely. Thanking
My
Antonio.
opinion is love has no other choice but to be relevant.
Mm. Facts.
But not the age. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's duality. Varying
Yeah.
ends of two different perspectives, like hot and cold. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing of degrees, but there's just varying ends of perspective of energy. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
love is always going to
Absolutely.
be relevant. Just like hate is always going to be relevant. You just got to
Absolutely.
choose what side you gonna be on, what side you gonna contribute to, what side of the balance you gonna come from.
Yeah.
How you feel on that topic, Antonio? Love relevant?
What y'all say? What was the question?
Is love relevant?
Say, do you feel love is relevant these days?
It depends who you around with. It could be your daughter, it could be your kid, it could be your mama, it could be anybody. Love always gonna be there.
Mm.
Just like you love life, you gotta love everything you do. That's how you
Mm.
wake up. You love you going to work. You love you going to the studio. You love you finna open up a business. Man, just like you love God. Yeah,
Right.
love always gonna be relevant. Always.
Right. Yeah, still, real life. Miss Stephanie, what you think? Do love exist? Is it still relevant today? Is they still looking for it?
Go back in mute mode, Antonio.
Oh dang, y'all can't see me.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
see you. We
we
want to know if you think love is
All,
relevant.
all forehead, boy.
No,
You
I
know
had
I'm a
walked. I
joke.
had went to the washroom. Y'all say what now?
I
Is
said
love
all
relevant?
forehead. I said all forehead. You know I'm a comedian.
You gonna be a comedian, Joseph tonight, Jones.
My forehead is kind of big, ain't it? But anyway, it's real life. It's real life. Now you say the question was what now?
Is love still relevant today?
Yeah, is love relevant?
Yes, love is still relevant today. Love is still relevant today. Now, it's a drought on it, in my opinion, right now today. It's a drought on it compared to, like you say, us as 80 babies. I'm sure all of us on here are 80s babies. I know my business partner is. But compared to back
Don't
in
be
the
telling
day
her
to
age.
now.
Look how she looked. Them bangs went way up to the ceiling.
You
But
ain't
we all
listen. I'm
80s
telling you,
baby.
y'all don't do that. Don't do
Okay,
that.
well, you could be a 90s baby then. How about that? I'll take 80 baby. I think we was the most last Mohegans of a little bit of sense. I mean, we was out there bad,
Yeah,
but we ain't went out
we
there
got the
that
balance.
bad.
We got the balance.
We different.
Yeah,
We
it's
got the
definitely
balance.
different. But
We the
yeah,
top seed. We came here to make the difference.
Mm.
That's
We
what I
still
want to
have
talk
Big
about. That's
Mama
what
on
I
the
want my
porch.
topic to be.
Man, I'm liking your topic, man. I'm glad you here with us as well. It's definitely a pleasure meeting you. And like I say, real life, you come with so much love. Your energy, your voice. Everything that you do. Is appealing. To the people, and like we need more of that. So I'm glad you invited. Your other half. Because she coming with a spark too, and we need that. Because I know it's a lot of people, and like I said, we had a tornado here. A lot of people lost homes and everything, been staying at their places for 30 and 40 years, hard earned, really check to check, dollar to dollar, and to be put out of their homes, the love definitely not hurt.
Now, how do people send donations for the tornado relief fund?
Well, they can cash out me, and I'll send it to the people that I actually know. But it's a lot of cash apps and stuff floating around. I'll be out working on houses and stuff like that. So when I see somebody, definitely let me know, and I'll definitely give it to them personally. Because that's the best way. Because it's a lot of companies just benefiting money, and they not putting that back in the community. So the North Side is actually out there putting their own community together, but across Delmar side, we got big mainstream companies coming from all across the world over there helping those people, but they not over here helping the people in the urban community. They had to get out here, and help each other, so definitely the love is here. And like I say, love should not have to come through tragic or through death. We should be able to love every day, even if it's just how you doing, how's your day? We got to start doing that, asking, how's a person day, giving them a bottle of water, things like that. A lot of people may turn it down, but it's just an offering that's always, the loving part about it.
Yeah, it's always the random acts of kindness. I remember Bruce Almighty. Funny you say that, and God was telling him to build the ark, and that's exactly what the ark means, a random act of kindness. That's all it takes.
Oh shit, that's
Literally,
game. I never heard that before. I like that.
Man, I was just
that's
finna say,
all.
I just became SpongeBob. I soaked that up
Right?
so quick.
That's
Yeah,
some new
a
gems. I
random
like
act
that.
of kindness. I feel like that's what love is. It's so much hatred in the world. People hate you before they even must get to know you. It's like certain people hate you for your skin color. Some people hate you because of your opinion. Some people don't like you because of the way you look. Some people don't like you because of your success. They envy. They forgot what the essence of love is and who the essence of love is. First and foremost, the essence of love is God. God is love. But the second part of that is remembering what those commandments said. You know what I'm saying? About loving your neighbors and not being envy, not being jealous, and not bear false witness, and all those things that we was taught for those who grew up in a heavy close environment. They know what I'm talking about. Those things we are supposed to live by on a day-to-day basis. It's like some people hate, I feel like, because they don't even must know how to love themselves.
Yeah, I was just finna say, and it ain't that they hate, they just be overwhelmed, by things that they not used to. Anything that you're not used to, what they call a strange or you word. Everybody is weird and everybody is strange because, like you said, we all move and act different, but we all can move and do the same thing.
Come on,
I
let's
believe
talk
it's a
about
form of I believe it's a form of ignorance.
it. Definitely a
Yep.
form of ignorance.
Lack of education definitely make you look like a dummy.
Yeah, that's why. But I mean, even biblically, it says that the people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, in order for you to be able to grow and understand, you have to have some kind of capacity to understand. Some kind of intellect, some kind of gumption about yourself. People
Facts.
I feel for multiple reasons. You know what I mean? Like, we can we
And
can
that
go on and on for the
and that
reasons.
actually that actually bring us to our last topic. And so I think we should jump to that topic instead of going to the next one since we kind of flow right into it.
What it is? What it is?
About having structure.
That's why I was going next. How
Oh, okay.
important it
We
is it?
great minds think alike.
Yeah, great minds think alike. How important it is to have structure in your life.
It's a part of the balance.
Mm.
In order for you to be able to grow or even just thrive in this life, you have to have some kind of structure. That's why it's called being all over the place. Because when you don't have structure, you all over the place. I mean, with structure comes purpose. You know what I mean? That's reality. You have to. I
Absolutely.
mean, a foundation is built upon structure. You're built upon the structure. You know what I'm saying? Your stature. You know what I'm saying? Your life, anything. If with no structure, there is no life. That's a fact.
Don't let that go over your head. She
Man,
said,
like the umbrella.
"There's
It is
no
not
structure.
raining
There's
no
no
more.
life."
Man, you hit that on the head. I don't even think I got a hammer for that.
Yeah, man, you gonna need a drill. Ham ain't gonna do the job. Some people need that drill.
Y'all you understand what it took for me to get to this point, though, in my thinking.
Man, you cut deep from a right cloth. You just had to know how to take some of that fabric off to show your real cloth. That's all it was. Like I say, we born with everything we need to know. It's just how we adapt to whatever habitat we in.
Trying to say, many a
I mean,
pick, few are chosen.
it's also a choice.
I would love for you to clarify why you said that.
I mean, because life is all about choices. You know what I mean? You can choose to have structure. You can choose to be all over the place. It's a choice. And that you know what I mean? Like I have structure in my life because of the way that I was brought up into the world. You know what I mean? I have my grandparents and my parents, and you know what I mean? A structured environment. And I mean, it speaks for itself. You see environments where there are no structure, you can tell the difference.
Hey, I won't go to grandma's house right now and her to tell me to get the fuck off her plastic, get off her sofa, and
They ain't play that. They ain't play that. All that foolishness that parents is taking today off their kids. That's foolishness. That is tomfoolery. Our grandparents and they was not going. Even right now today, I teach my kids. My baby still say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. That means something. When people hear my kids speak, they know they was raised with some sense. Who your mom is? People are more willing to help. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a certain, I don't know. It's like a silent language that we have when you know what I'm saying? When you know it's real.
Yep. And like you said, what we put out, get receptive, way different, when we put out the right energy. And like I say, everybody, superpower is, we in control of our atmosphere. I can say something on this podcast right now and make everybody on her hate me and never want to get on the podcast with me again. I'm in control.
Bring me a bottle of water. Bring me a bottle of water.
I'm in control. Huh?
You say what?
I said I can say one thing on her to make everybody on her not ever want to get on the podcast with me again, and I know I'm in control of that. My mouth can, make a lot of people hate me. My mouth can make a lot of people love me, so by me being having the structure of the knowledge and being able to watch the destructure of people that didn't have the knowledge, I'm able to move a little bit accordingly. So it's just like knowing where you going than not knowing where you're going. That's why the GPS was created, because a lot of people never know where we going, so just having that type of structure, gets you there quicker and it gets you there in a good peaceful space. When you moving all over the place, you're really not in a good space. You can't move right. So I work on houses and I do roofs and stuff. So I'm not scared of heights, but I'm scared of heights because it's in my intuition.
He said, I ain't scared, man.
So I tell people, like, if you scared and you up there, you more liable to hurt yourself, But if you up there and you more aware, then you most likely not to fear, where you at. If that make any sense.
I understand. Definitely. It's understood, most definitely. I mean, because without structure, there's chaos, You can't do nothing in chaos, Even everything must be done in order and decency.
Absolutely.
Like that's the gist of it.
Do I structure in life? I feel like we need structure. You definitely need structure. I feel like some people do well with chaos. I was about to get into that. Some people do well with chaos. Some people like control chaos. A lot of people don't understand what that means. A little bit of distraction with a little bit of focus. Me personally, I'm an Aries. I prefer order. So I move kind of different. It ain't just a sign thing. It's just my personality. I prefer order. I don't like chaos. I feel like chaos will make you blind to things that you need to focus on because it's so much. When so much going on around, you miss out on things. You miss out on, you know what I'm saying? So having that structure is important, especially when you got a busy schedule. I know a lot of y'all got busy schedules. So having that structure with them busy schedules is a big help. It's definitely important. I would tell anybody, if you don't got balance in your life, get some. If you got to get around people that can help you find the peace to find your balance, because sometimes people are stuck in that chaos at the end. So it's kind of hard for them to find that balance. Sometimes you got to remove yourself from the things that's holding you back. It's knowing when you need to. That's also part of finding that structure, knowing when to fold whatever cards you hold it, because sometimes that ain't the right hand. Everybody's season ain't everybody's season, you know what I'm saying? But definitely, man, find balance in life, find structure.
Man, with me, bro, it's like
and discipline as
I
well.
was saying about structure. I get it, but I learned it through failures because I ain't really had none of that growing up. Everything was chaotic. I joined the Marines. Battle's chaotic. But I thrive, I learned how to thrive in it. I guess that's because it's all I had. But then when growing up, after I get off the mix and now it's time for me and my family, I see where that chaos it's detrimental. But knowing that when the chaos gets here, I can not blink an eye and handle my business. It doesn't mean that chaos is needed. It just means that if it ever arises, I'm good at it because that's all I knew. But structure with like the bill, structure with planning your time because I'm crazy. So I got so much going on. I'll be forgetting shit. And like you said, if you had structure, that wouldn't work. But I just like knowing that I didn't have it growing up because I wasn't taught it, but seeing the importance of it after I figured it out.
Talk about it. We got the other half of real life. We got Antonio. What jump on there? I want to speak on it. Hold on.
It's like you guys pretty much predominantly said it all, but I will say structure has something to do with having discipline as well, because you have to be disciplined into the structure that you do. So discipline is a key word for me when it comes to structure as well. So I'll just add that word on there. You have to have discipline.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Johnny, you want to speak on that? Structure in life?
You said what?
Structure in life.
Basically, everything that you do. You know, saying something that's active. Being structured in life is about being everything, period. Everything that you're good at. You know what I'm saying? As a boss, as a co-worker, anything you do, everything is structured. Everything is planned out. Everybody don't plan that life, but it's planned out. It's how you put it. It's how you want to say, okay, yeah, let's go open a building, y'all. But how we gonna structure this building? You know what I'm saying? How we gonna put some money towards this building? You know what I'm saying? It's like a thing. Like everything in life is structured. Everything that you do, period.
Absolutely. This next question, I sent it to you. This next question, I might piss some people off because I be pissed off. Everybody these things everybody
drum roll. Drum roll, please.
Let me tell you, I'm so tired of everybody thinking everything a flex. Like, what makes you think everything a flex? What's not a flex and what's a flex? What's a real flex?
A flex is not having to think you gotta say it's a flex. Handle your business and not broadcast it and do your thing. That's a flex to me. If you gotta announce it, you try to convince yourself you something that you ain't. Like, why I gotta impress some people that I don't know what I'm doing is good? I don't give a damn about none of that. Just know I'm all right. That's a flex to me.
The loudest person in the room is the weakest. I got that off the movie when Denzel Washington played that when he I got that off the movie. I'm sorry. I got that off the movie when Denzel Washington had played Bumpy Johnson on there, and Bumpy had slapped the shit out his little brother when he came to the party with that flashy fur coat on, and he slapped the shit out of him. He say, nigga, the loudest person in the room is the weakest. Y'all wait, you don't come outside flashing and shit. So the loudest person in the room is definitely the weakest. When you flexing like that, you showing true colors of being weak, in my opinion, because you don't have to let everybody know what you're doing or what you got, or you know, just flex all the time on it. I think it's just more like, and people to me that I feel like they be flexing, some people standards and have that bag up to be able to kind of have that flex, because he has that type of flex. If anybody, you know, watches Deion Sanders and his sons, but Deion Sanders' personality is kind of like a flex. Now he got something to prove. I mean, he do at least have a right to flex, but some people that flex to me is people that ain't used to having nothing and ain't never had nothing to me.
Hey, Deion's been consistent though, like we said, authenticity. He ain't never changed.
Well, they say Deion ain't helping the black community. We ain't finna talk about Deion, motherfucking ass. Deion cater to the motherfuckers that cater to him. You know,
I'm just talking about the flex.
You ever seen them people that flex when they got their kids on the weekends? They taking pictures with their kids, but They flexing. Look, we're out doing things. We're out doing that. Man, quit all that shit, man. Take pictures when you ain't got them. Take pictures when you down and out. Don't be just taking pictures when you all happy at the ice cream parlor, man. That's fake.
Right. Right.
Right. Facts. Let me tell you what's a flex and what's not a flex. Because people get this confused. What's not a flex is getting your dumb ass on the internet, telling all your business, knowing you done went on a drill or something, and then went told the police all your business. Now they sitting there with a notepad doing this. That is not a flex. Let me break it down.
Nah.
Now I'm about to get on your ass. This is not a flex. When you get on there, you get mad because she put you on child support, nigga. You wasn't doing your job. That is not a flex. Don't get mad. You did that to yourself, unless she's just that person who, not on the opposite hand, if he is doing his job and you put him on child support, that is not a flex. Do not think you did the right thing, especially if he was a man doing what he was supposed to do. That is not a flex. That means you're bitter, man. That's all I'm saying. This is not a flex. This is not a flex. If you buy a nice outfit and can't pay your bills, this is not a flex. Just earlier, they had a guy on Instagram with the flex and just got a chrome horse jacket that was $3,000, and I guarantee you he can't barely pay his phone bill. What the fuck is you paying a note on a $3,000 jacket? That is not a flex.
To be honest with you, that's actually sad. It's a part of a program. You're not ignorance. They say ignorance is bliss for a reason.
And generally speaking, which I hate to throw us out under the bus, but I'm just taking accountability. We make poverty. Most of us that's living in poverty and living in poor, we make it look rich. They out here making poverty and the poor look rich. We look rich, but we ain't.
I mean, it depends on what you think rich is.
I'm telling you that your outfit costs more than the house that you're renting instead of owning.
Hello.
Yo, them shoes you be wearing cost way more than the car that you own, and way more. You don't even own a house, but you got on an outfit that costs damn nearly a mortgage payment.
You know what that's called? Keeping up with the jump.
That's why I said that's ignorant. That's my phone down, y'all.
Nowadays.
Yep.
You trying to keep up with the Joneses, you gonna be
$1,000 on flip-flop.
Yeah.
Don't even own no house.
Crazy.
Hey, for me, a flex is not goddamn me gloating in your achievements. I feel like everybody should gloat in their achievements. Everybody should rep, what you feel like you accomplished,
Man, the flexing every January and February when we know you got them taxes showing off, spreading money like a fan with your new Oldsmobile.
There you go, the tax
that
time.
Is not a flex.
The tax time was and the PPPs, the PPPEs, and whatever they be getting.
That is not a flex.
Especially when COVID hit, everybody was flexing with COVID time, boy.
Let me tell you what a flex is. A flex is if you're a single mother. A flex is if you're a single mother. I don't give a damn how many children. It could be 1, it could be 3, it can be 5. And you held that shit down, ain't need a nigga for nothing. That's a flex.
That's a whole flex. That's right. That's right. That's
what a flex is a man who handle his business and his woman ain't gotta tell him. He don't have to depend on her. Before she said out her mouth, he done already did it. That's a flex.
Exactly.
What a flex is a man who willing to tell his partner when he's wrong. That's a flex.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Being a single mom is not a flex. Keep it all the way down.
No, he didn't say being a single mom. He said being a single mom that takes care of her children.
I mean, I feel it, but people shouldn't get applaud for shit they supposed to do.
That is true. That's true.
Just like that father.
But the point he was trying to make says if you're gonna flex about something, make sure you flexing about something of importance in that form of fashion. Right, it's just a figure of speech.
Well, I feel like this. If you got certain things that you did, because guess what? The world is not gonna give you your thing. You're gonna have to pop your shit. Because the world, that's what happened. People take credit for nigga shit when they don't speak up on their shit.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about
So
it.
that's why
Got
some
Tony
niggas.
in here, you
That's
know
why
Tony
some
gonna
niggas.
bring
That's why some niggas flex because other niggas will take your shit. Cause when you, that's why they say closed mouths don't get fed. Because if you don't pop your
Mm-mm.
shit and let niggas know what you did, another nigga will take your
your
take
shine,
your
Your shine.
your shine,
yo,
your shine.
and then they'll
And
look
they
at you
gonna
like, why
patent
didn't
your
you say
shit.
something? They'll say, why you didn't say something?
Get out of here. Get
Hey,
They
that
get
could
gonna
out
be
of here.
patent
another
your
flex.
shit, then they gonna copyright your shit, and then they gonna own your shit.
Hey, the nigga
Oh Lord.
the nigga that owns McDonald's is so cold, they took that nigga name and everything.
Damn.
The dude that made McDonald's corporate is not the dude that invented McDonald's. They took the nigga name,
Yep.
copyrighted and everything.
Mm.
Facts. Big
So
flex.
you definitely
Knowing your
you
business is a big flex.
yo
Mm.
that yo and that's what and then too somebody said something about Deion Sanders and stuff. Nah, Deion Sanders, he did his thing, and I get what y'all saying, helping the community, but this is what I don't understand. Why do only black people gotta help their community? Because other communities, they don't make them do that.
Mm.
When white people
Right.
get their money, they don't have to help all the white community.
That's
Mm.
So
because they've
don't.
been doing it for 300 years. They all helped
I
already.
was just gonna say
Yeah, so
they already in
no,
Damn.
that sound like people that didn't put in the work want the credit for it.
Mm.
Most
Mm.
people
Another
already do
big
that.
flex
You gonna make
is
some people
when
mad?
a big
Because
flex
I
is
ain't gonna
when you
lie,
got
you the
shit
one
going
that made
on.
them decision. Cause cause I see how what the community will do. You see how they did that sad ass video talking about LeBron don't leave, and then when he left and made the money for his family, nigga, they was burning them statues, they was hanging them and calling them a
Hey,
nigga, all that
did
shit.
everything
Community
they
don't
had
give a
to
fuck about you.
All they
flex.
want to do is shut up and dribble.
Yeah,
That was
that's
a
what I
flex
said. The
flex.
community, when you
I don't know what's her name,
I ain't
but
gonna
she
lie,
pissed the whole world off when she said
everybody
that.
that has helped the community, they killed them.
Mm.
Mm.
They
And then
Mm.
told on them.
and
They
that's what I
but
was saying.
Martin Luther King, Malcolm X,
Mm.
Nipsey Hussle, he was out there selling there. They shot him out there. But that's all the community gonna do.
Dr.
You make yourself
CV,
known.
left side,
That's what I
anybody,
said.
anything good.
Everybody that's for the people, they kill them.
Mm.
Yep.
And
You
So
Mm-hmm.
know
why
it's
would
not
these
a
people
flex.
go? So
and
you know
that's
what I mean?
sad, and
It's
that keeps people from not picking up the torch. So, and that's why I
Mm.
said we have to come together because they can't kill us all. But when we really try to single ourselves out, by just being, TZ helping, the West Side, and TZ don't got 50 other people that's helping the West Side too, it just makes it more vulnerable for me. You know what I'm saying? But when we come all
Right.
together, they can't kill us all. Just like
I ain't
jail,
gonna lie.
they
I,
can't
I
lock
ain't
us
gonna lie.
all up.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I live in the hood, and let me tell you something. We say they can't kill us all. It's us killing us all.
Yeah, facts.
Fact.
Facts.
So it ain't. I'm not worried about no white man coming to kill me. You worried about them niggas busting in your car, stealing your shit.
Don't worry
You
about
that's
it.
what you
Why
worried
here?
about.
Yep.
Don't
They
worry
gonna
about
say,
them
"Oh,
white
well, put
hands.
that back, son."
Them niggas that, hey, it shouldn't matter we live in the hood or the projects because we should all have a community vibe anyway.
Mm.
Exactly.
It shouldn't matter. We shouldn't have all this crap. That's agents of chaos that's in there.
Yep. I
But see,
agree.
that's because they don't got the old school community shit. But let me tell you, this is not a flex. If you escape jail with no motherfucking plan, and you motherfucking running around here with no plan, first of all, jail ain't even much a flex. So for you to escape with 10 other niggas, I was always told if you're gonna do a crime, do it by your goddamn self. But if you gonna
Do
break
it by
out,
yourself.
you have a plan. That's all I'm
I ain't
saying.
gonna lie,
That's
and
not
I
a
ain't gonna lie,
flex.
and you wanna know,
But my poll ain't
and you
looking
wanna
good.
know
My
how them
poll ain't
niggas got
looking
caught.
good.
You wanna know how them niggas got caught so fast?
Flexing.
No. They put out
Yeah.
$5,000 rewards on them niggas, man. They own people told on them.
Oh yeah.
That's how
They
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 found
put
them
Own
niggas so
people.
20,000
fast.
on their head. 20,000 on their head.
Yeah, they put out their money on them people head niggas, and then them niggas told
Niggas
on
supposed to
motherfuckers.
send you like
Motherfuckers
Alicia
don't care.
Keys.
Yeah.
20,000, yeah, I'm telling you, quick.
That I said, man, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
My uncle Ivan got locked up. He got career criminal. Man, his own baby mama told on him, nigga. He was in there getting
He
some
wasn't
cheeks.
no
Woke
end.
up,
He said,
hey, woke up to guns in his face.
He always cheated on him.
She got to be for him, for her to
And
call the
she's
police
sitting right
on
there
him.
like, I don't know what happened.
Nah, he talking about the motherfucker didn't even wait till they got him in the car. She asked him for her reward money.
That's all he wanted.
Niggas just spoke out here. Blame the lady for calling niggas
Oh,
broke.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, but look. I ain't gonna lie, I love my uncle to death, but I said, Unc, you was robbing all them banks and you wasn't giving your baby mama no money. You knew she was going to. She just randomly give you some pussy one day. That was a setup.
That's what it was. You giving them bitches all the money and you ain't giving me.
Hey, what's not a flex too is when niggas be down talking their baby mama or talking shit about some girl that they broke up with. She a hoe, she a this and that. 2
And
weeks
vice
later,
versa.
they
And
take
vice
it.
versa. Yes.
And then
I
2
hate
weeks
that.
later, they talking about
I ain't
this
gonna
my baby,
lie.
this my
You can't
boo.
put. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. You can't put that on the men because the men really be
Oh.
asking where. No, look, they be really asking where the hoes at, and when they find the hoe, they knew what they was getting when they got it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, keep your business out
And
there.
then they
Keep
got
your
the whole
business out
pregnant.
there.
Yeah, that's when shit gets spooky right
Now
there.
you're stuck with her for 18 years.
Say, be
Yeah, don't
careful
talk
what
shit
you
on the
ask
internet.
for.
I say keep your shit personal, man. Everybody don't need to know everything. That ain't a flex. It could hurt
I
you
ain't
in the
gonna
long
lie,
run.
but if he don't tell it, the baby mama gonna tell it, and she gonna spin her story crazy.
That flexing
It's
shit will get
always
people
two
killed,
sides to
man.
a story.
She
They be
gonna,
like, hey,
your baby mama have you up there looking like Diddy.
Man, they ass turned into a
Your
goddamn
baby
Got
daddy too.
motherfucker pissing on you and shit.
turn into the
hey, you
best
be
couple
flexing,
right
telling
ever.
people,
Goddamn me, you
I'm
ain't
out of
Pissing
town.
baby Earl.
Tell somebody you out of town in the Bahamas flexing. Guess what? They running in your crib, dummy.
Yeah, they definitely. But you know what I mean. But I ain't gonna lie. My mama always told me if you around niggas and just saying your accomplishments feel like bragging in them, you need to change the niggas you around.
Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah.
So that means you around a bunch of niggas that ain't got shit.
Yeah. On the
So
podcast.
it ain't that you flexing. It's just you around niggas that ain't got shit. And what's gonna happen when you around niggas that ain't got shit? If you don't help them out, they gonna take what you got, or you gonna lose what you got. You hang around 4 bums, you gonna be the 5th bum.
Birds of the feather flock together.
No,
Yep.
I disagree with that, y'all. I know a lot of
Nah,
rappers. I know a
you
lot
have
of
something in
crackheads.
common with who
Goddamn
you
me.
hang with. You
You
have
are
No,
something in
who
common
you
and who
hang
you
with.
hang with.
no,
Hey, you
no.
are who you hang with.
Only to the outside people, because I hang with junkies, crackheads. I ain't never touched a pipe. Goddamn me, I ain't never did
I
water.
not yet. Hey, not yet.
Not never. Not never.
And
I'm
now
42,
you, God
goddamn.
damn.
Yeah, not yet.
And
But
I won't be a 60-year-old. I won't be a
I ain't gonna lie.
60-year-old crackhead.
Look, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm
I ain't
tired
gonna
of that
lie.
shit too. That's not a flex
I ain't
neither.
gonna
When
lie.
you wait
Either
until you
you,
got 30,
hey,
40, then
either a motherfucker serving them niggas or something. You have a reason why you hanging with junkies. Like there's a reason. You know
I
what
was
I mean? A
I was
church
a
girl.
drug dealer.
Okay, so
yeah,
you have a reason to be there. That's what I
disclaimer.
said. But
Yeah,
But
now,
I'm flocking with them. So the outside looking in, goddamn me, because I'm dressed like them. I ain't fly as fuck. You see what I'm saying?
You
So
know you hit
outside
the
looking in, I look like a junkie.
hey, you know you hit that booger. You know you hit that booger sugar once, nigga.
Hell
It's
nah,
like,
never. No,
and
sir.
I ain't
Hey,
gonna lie. And I ain't
yeah,
gonna lie.
no.
If you in there cooking it, it's getting in your pores and shit anyway.
Yeah, I was always
man,
the short
grandmama
one.
said
If you
you
think you
step
was the work
outside,
of
you're
love,
gonna get
it's right
fleas
in your
every
pores.
time.
You gotta break
I
it
always
down
the
and
short
shit.
one. I always had workers around me.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like you getting it some type of way, man. And
What the
then
fuck
even
was the
that, you might
question?
not do the drug, but you do something. Everybody do something.
I
Yeah,
done
good
forgot what the fuck we were talking about.
Yeah.
Good
That's not
Everybody
a
got
flex.
vice.
That is a flex.
Say we get
We
to being
talking
her
about
everything.
flexing. And then
What's
sometimes,
not a flex?
but sometimes, that shit, when they say the loudest nigga in the room the weakest, that ain't always true, man. Sometimes you just gotta pop your shit because niggas forget.
Maybe
Yeah,
so.
but
Like
I'm just telling
Like
you what
Pimp
Bumpy
C,
Johnson
like,
said.
hey, but I ain't
I'm
gonna
just
lie,
telling you what Bumpy Johnson.
I ain't gonna you got him mixed up. Bumpy Johnson was the dude in the beginning. He was Frank Lucas, and I'm not gonna
Okay,
lie,
Frank Lucas.
and
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
Frank
lie, the
Lucas.
same nigga Frank Lucas snitched on everybody. He was the weakest nigga in the room.
Well,
He
Well,
You
snitched
can
on
pop
his
your shit
brothers. He
without being
snitched
a
on the
rapper,
post.
though.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah. It's not popo.
hey, they said Frank was doing so much snitching in there. The police said, "Hey, man, chill out. They gonna think we don't do no real work in here."
yeah.
I kind
Bitch, I
of caught
don't.
a whiff for that too. So I was thinking,
Yeah, I wasn't, bitch. I was sitting
for
there
that
like this. Hey, you
yeah,
said
Yeah,
who?
right.
for that metaphor, it was kind of
You
saying,
want
you know, when you
some Razor
know
Cane?
what you got, you make yourself vulnerable for a person to rob you. You know, so
Right.
that's what I kind of
Mm.
got when he was like
Mhm.
the loudest
You
person in
do.
the room, cause shit, they would have known that y'all had no money if you would have had on a regular ball
Yeah.
jacket.
Right.
You know? So that's the
And that's true. But but you gotta definitely. But this is what
tell a
I think the
motherfucker that
world.
let them
I
know what you're doing.
Yeah, you gotta let a
Mm-hmm.
nigga know what you doing and get because I'm gonna tell you another thing we could talk about. You know, in Paid in Full, Rico was that nigga. He was flashy. Remember, Ace was telling him, "Hey, we ain't trying to be flashy. I don't want no niggas hating on." That nigga played it
Yeah.
low key, gave everybody money. They still came in there and got that safe on that nigga. So it don't fucking
Mm,
matter. Cause some
mm,
niggas just know you that nigga and they just want your spot.
Yep.
He
mm,
was giving the nigga free money and the nigga still came in there and shot the nigga in the head and shit
Mm-hmm.
mm,
about that safe because he didn't
That
want
love.
him to have in the block.
And that
mm,
goes
That's
back
all
to the
love.
love. You know, you can love
Look
a
right here.
person and then not
That's love.
love you back the right way.
Yo.
mm, mm.
And then that's what
Yeah.
he was like. He was like, Rico, you high. He was like, man, he said, I'm just enjoying life. Don't get mad about how I'm enjoying life, nigga. Niggas want your ass. You know?
Just as
Right.
good as love can get. How many times love got us fucked up, not paying attention to what we should be because we love somebody and end up getting done
Mm,
dirty.
I ain't gonna lie.
mm,
Love and hate is the same emotion. The same emotion in reverse. It's the same thing.
mm. That's
When
another
you hate
thing.
a motherfucker, you had love for that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. A toxic relationship is not a flex. Please stop thinking we want you to be so damn toxic and we want to be toxic with you. That is not a flex.
Yeah,
Nobody
man.
got time to be arguing. As two grown people, I ain't got time for that. Another thing that ain't a flex because it's starting to piss me off when I go to thinking of these topics. When motherfuckers sit there and put everything they eat on the web, that's not a flex. We don't give a shit what you eat. To be honest, we really don't give a shit. If you're not giving
Especially if
us
you
enough,
ain't
we
eating
don't
healthy.
They
like
can't
Or
say
when
the
you
baby
give
daddy.
somebody
we
an
don't want
ultimatum and
our
they
timeline.
stay because of fear, that's not a flex. You can
I ain't
scare
gonna
them
lie.
into
I ain't gonna
staying.
lie. I ain't gonna lie. I used to have problems with toxic relationships, but I nipped
Oh,
that in the butt. I just tell them off. I just tell them off back. I beat bitches, so don't put
oh
your hands
shit.
on me.
Oh, you violent.
So
Dang.
Oh,
We do
I
not
just let
condone
them
that
know, nigga,
shit.
off the gate. When you tell a motherfucker off the gate, they leave you
Disclaimer.
alone.
All
you
right,
know, mama gonna.
what is your reply? Real
I'm
life.
finna pay
What would your reply would be to that?
That was wild.
Real life. What would you tell
replies
him
for
Yo,
which
man.
one now?
if he told you his big flex is don't hit me because I beat your ass back?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I've never put my hand on a lady, but I'll
Well,
beat
I
a
mean,
bitch's
I'm not a
ass.
violent person, so I respect men. I don't put my
Yeah.
hands
That's
on no man and nothing like that. So I don't know nothing about that area.
yeah. So that's what I
I
always
don't know
tell.
nothing about that area, you know.
That's what I always tell them. I said, if you act like a lady, we gonna have a great time. You jump into that masculine box, you gonna get dealt with like that.
Talk about it.
But Bernie Mac said, I ain't scared to whoop a kid's ass.
Right.
Hey, my mama told me this when I was younger. I had a problem with a chick. She be like, you better hit her back. Bitch, act like Dave, make her behave.
Oh shit. That's
Look at
what
that side.
a mama
So
don't want
you
nobody
trying
touching her
to
baby.
Yeah, that's
say
what I
that you
said. My
got a little
mama said,
Ike
bitch,
Turner
act
in
like
you?
Dave, make. Huh?
You told Hoppo to beat me. I love
You
Hoppo.
try
So you
about.
saying you got a little
Damn, before
Ike
I let
Turner
him
in
beat
you?
me.
I ain't gonna lie, if you put your hands on me, it will. Like, I ain't gonna just hit you for just talking shit, but if you put your hands on me, it's up.
So if your
You say
mama
you gonna
slap
eat the
you,
cake.
Oh,
in the
You gonna
back.
eat the cake.
damn. Ain't a man supposed
Say what?
to let the woman just do that
So
and
if your mama slap
Hell
you,
no, hell no. That sound like a simp to me.
ain't it the number
You
one
just
rule for
left.
a
You
man not
just
to put his hands
Yeah,
on a
every
woman?
abused
hey.
woman in the chat. Go on the fuck. Oh.
Hey. I don't know. I don't know if people know this, but you want to know why grandma and grandpa stayed so good together? Because that fucking dinner was in there. It'd have been up in that motherfucker.
God.
Oh shit! Here we go. Here we go.
Oh my
Here we
soul.
go. Well, today's modern
I
men,
was just
today's
gonna
modern
say,
men don't deserve all that. Today's modern
hey,
I
men
don't
ain't
don't
gonna
know.
lie,
deserve
I
all
don't
that.
know.
And you
Hey,
can see this in
hey,
2025.
how does today's modern man
80%
don't? How
I
does
do.
today's
I do.
modern
Hold
man
up.
don't
I do.
deserve that when houses is
of the
3
men
times the a good
hold
house
out
on.
back in
here,
the day was $400.
Man,
These
grandpa and
niggas got to
grandpa,
pay 3 times the rent.
they ain't do all that because they had love and they had unconditional love and they treat
Man,
each
it
other with
wasn't
respect.
unconditional, nigga. It wasn't unconditional.
exactly.
It wasn't unconditional. That nigga was going upside her head, and women couldn't have their own bank accounts until the 70s. That's why. Now I
And
ain't
they
gonna
took
lie.
the violence
yeah,
serious,
that was some
very
real
serious.
structure.
Yeah, structure.
It was
They
very
took it
structured
very
back then.
serious. They took every word of them vows serious. Through sickness and health,
Yeah.
through death, through
They
riches and
did
poor.
a lot of sweeping under the rug back then too, because a
Oh
lot of
yeah,
stuff was going on
hey.
just as the same. But it's
Mm-hmm.
actually the same today, but just in a different way. That way
Hey,
was a certain type of way they operated, and we just operate in different ways, in my opinion. Now today, it's just the same things, just in a different way. Because, like I said, back in the
and
day,
you
I
know
felt
what?
like
And you
they
know,
just more like swept it under the rug more, and now more we just revealing one another. Like soon as we see that red flag, we putting it on Front
yeah,
Street. We got something to
that's
say.
true.
We ain't just we
Hey,
ain't sweeping nothing under the rug nowadays like they did back in the day. That's in my opinion.
Nah, this
cause
go
you know,
further on the mountain era.
cause you know, granddad
Do
had
it for
that
the grant.
other family on the other side of town, and then Junior, everybody in the family, dark skin and short. Junior, light skin and tall.
They,
That motherfucker. Why you
Yeah.
nigga ain't been know he wasn't kin?
And you start getting 14 and you
That
start
nigga
getting
do
a
not
child
look
and you
like us.
realize all these motherfuckers is your brothers and cousins.
You gonna try
nah,
to
they had
convince
them
me two
gender
black
roles.
motherfuckers can make a red baby? These niggas
The
dumb as
gender roles
hell.
wasn't mixed. The dude knew he had to go get it, go work hard, go get that money, and the wife at home wasn't bitching about shit because she would get taken care of. They knew that back then. The gender lines wasn't blended.
Oh, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you what part of the reason you got to miss your man back in the day when he went to work, there wasn't a phone where this motherfucker could call you all day and what's the name. You had to
Nope.
wait till he came home.
The
Y'all had
internet
a lot more to
fucked
Pages.
talk
it up.
about.
They had
You're in
pages
there
back
fucked
then. You had
up.
to look.
You wasn't
As
bothered
I
when you was gone. Now, goddamn you be at
motherfuckers
home,
sharing
goddamn you motherfuckers
locations
call you
now.
like,
Paging me.
goddamn me, you ain't just left that motherfucker. Like,
All you talking about, why you ain't answer your phone? You can't even miss a goddamn phone
can't
call
even miss a
nowadays with a
phone call.
motherfucker. You gotta
Phone.
be on
Yeah,
point with your phone and shit. God
Hey,
damn.
that motherfucker
they
better
Phone,
not
sharing
it work.
locations and shit.
that phone better not ring 3 times.
Man, you know a nigga
That
ain't working.
motherfucker
Yeah.
on a half a
What bitch
ring.
you
Doing
with?
these
You
fucking
ain't answering that
Hey,
phone.
how many relationships that Facebook Messenger beat done fucked up?
And let me tell you something about women back then. They didn't ask where their man was going either. It
Nope.
wasn't their
Oh, why,
business.
huh?
But
Cause he
but
going,
then
she
Oh,
going
back in
what?
the
too.
day, men always left and came back with something. Nowadays,
Yeah.
Right.
niggas leave
You
and
gonna
don't come back with shit. So that's another
But you
difference too.
wanna know something though? But you wanna know something? These niggas that they say don't come back with shit. When I look at them, they raised by single mamas. Y'all raising niggas that's unaccountable.
Well,
right.
Single moms do have something to do with
Damn.
the
True.
growth of the vein and fathers too.
The
But
father
for
was
children,
unaccountable.
period, it does
Right.
have stuff to do with fathers not being in the home. That is a fact. That is a
but that
fact.
Yeah,
don't
but they
that
made
don't
sure that would
Motherfucker
happen,
accountable.
and they made
that
it
don't
a clause.
handicap that man for being a goddamn good father to his though. So you know it only goes so far.
Yeah.
So a lot of
Right.
Women,
niggas
stop
use
telling your
that and
children
let
their
that
daddy did. That's
handicap
not a
them
flex.
on why they not taking care of their family. That's not a good reason.
Hey,
Man,
hey,
that's
hey, 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 and I found out a lot of women it wasn't that they, they what's the name? It's just she was on a different type of program, and she ran her baby daddy off too. I see that a lot too.
Yeah.
Like
Nah,
he
the
just wasn't going
government,
for that. You was out here trying to do whole shit, and he wasn't going for it.
yeah, but these women getting these
She ain't
houses from
ran
the
him off. He
government, they
been
tell
wanting
them
to
you
leave. He
can't
was
have
looking
no
for a
man
reason.
around.
Yeah, so
He was
a
looking for a
lot,
reason.
there's a lot of
He ain't
people that
turned
don't
up his
know who
willing
their
to
baby
leave.
daddy is for real. It's
Right.
a lot of
I was
factors
just gonna
going on.
say, and that comes from motherfuckers getting out here and want to play house until the
Yeah.
shit house get real.
Yeah,
If play
bitches
house,
got
the house
bitches
become a
got hoes
household.
got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 baby daddies. That shit is ridiculous to me.
That shit ridiculous.
That shit is
Too
so
many
ridiculous.
relationships
It
for
makes
me.
me sick to my stomach.
That's
That's why I
capital.
always used to
That's
be an
profit for women.
advocate about it. I usually use an advocate about it, and I strive for it because I was in a relationship for 21 years. I just got out of a relationship. It's been a year and a half since I've been out of a relationship with my boy's dad. Now I have 5 whole boys. My oldest boy is 20 years old, and I have 5 boys by the same man. But as each time that even when I wasn't really happy with him, I just strive for, hey, I have to have a family. I have to have the same baby daddy. I can't be going out here and going to the next man and getting pregnant by the next man. And that's why I lasted for a whole 20 years, even though like a decade of it, I was not happy. But I would look at all my girlfriends and all my friends that got 3, 4, 5 kids and 4, 5 baby daddies. And I was like, I can't do that. I just can't do it. So,
and then I ain't gonna lie, and that stepdaddy shit, that shit a like lose situation for him, because I said that's like driving a car that you don't own. You gonna raise that kid, you gonna pay all the bills, what's the name, and then the real father gonna come on at the graduation like he did all that shit. So that's
get from out of here.
And he gonna get all the praises because he looked like that motherfucker.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, and it ain't nothing wrong with the kid. Of course, the kid gonna want their real dad there. That's their real fucking dad.
Right.
And then a lot of, and then I've heard a lot of women say the men that they pick as stepdads usually are men that they wouldn't have picked if they didn't have no kids.
Right.
Right.
So
and or you got the hoes out here that just have a different nigga every month around their kids. That shit irks me too. You just gonna let any nigga come around your motherfucking kids. They in the room laying up with some nigga while the kids running around and shit. Then you on to the next nigga. Then on to the next nigga. Man, this shit ridiculous.
And more kids is popping up in this motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Right.
And you go to school talking about I got 13 uncles.
Yeah.
And your motherfucking brother, sister only got one damn sister.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, none of them
Hey,
niggas
Happy Rapper got us beat though.
But see, and then what's crazy is they'll see that, because you gotta remember, when a boy grow up, how he views women is through his mama. So if his mama was a chick like that, they usually end up with a chick like that. They think whole shit and crazy shit is rational, because that's how they home life was. You know what I mean? So then it raises that and it keeps the cycle going.
They get a kick out of it. And like when your parents sit around and holler all day. When the kid get older, that's what they gonna do with their spouse. Holler at them and
Yeah.
Yep, that is true.
Fellas, stop getting mad.
That is true.
Now breaking generational curses, that's a flex.
That's right. Also breaking generational decisions, because I feel like everyone used that saying breaking general curses. I also think it's about breaking generational decisions as well.
Personal
Because it's like we're
decisions.
programmed into this same decision making as we are born and raised. We're all programmed into this certain thing. And it's a decision. You got to break that decision. We made the same decision our dirty ass auntie or uncle did from back in the day, or whatever the case may be. That's all I'm saying.
And it
Breaking generational decisions is a plus for me as well.
Stop making personal decisions when it's a group, overall. See, we make personal decisions, not, depending on looking at how it's gonna affect the next person. You know what I'm saying?
What they think about it, yeah.
Hey, and I got a question. Do a lot of women choose their kids over themselves?
No, not no more.
No, I feel like it's most of the time it's the opposite way around.
Well, I mean,
There's a
I
lot of
think
them.
it exists on both ways, but I think the right thing is to do that. I mean, I didn't sacrifice many times and might have needed some shoes or some clothes or something, but I have to give my kids their shoes and clothes because they go to bitches right there. I'm talking about too. They come outside with them goddamn snuffleupagus ass eyelashes on because that shit irks me. They Sesame Street. And when I be putting my little eyelashes on, I make sure they're a little natural with a little black thing. But these hoes out here with looking like snuffleupagus, I'm gonna need y'all to stop.
You know what's crazy?
I'm gonna need y'all to stop with them long
Guys
nails.
don't like that.
I'm gonna need y'all to stop.
We don't like that.
And y'all be outside looking all good and everything, and your kids be rolling around dirty.
Hey,
That's
fellas,
true.
do
You
y'all like
coming
them?
outside, you fly as shit. You got on the new J's, you got on the Nike tracksuit, and bitch, you can't take care of your kids. That is not a flex.
I know not.
Yeah, she
None
trying to.
men
Yeah,
do that. I
she trying
can't
to
wait
get
for
that
my
new
girl to put
baby
on that
daddy in
biggest
there. That's what
eyelashes.
she trying to do.
We don't like that
His
shit.
ass too. The damn baby daddies, some of them ain't no good neither. Nigga be fly as shit. You see his baby got on some old ass regular clothes. He flies. I'm talking about he come outside with that shit on. You look over at the baby, you like, what happened?
Talk like
ridiculous.
You like them big eyelashes, Jordan?
Reject.
Hey, and you know what? And you know what too? I've seen this too. I've seen a lot of too, baby. Some men they'll treat their kids and they baby and they depending on how well they like their baby mama.
And women do too.
They relationship
That
with
is
their
true.
baby mama.
That
How
is
they
true.
treat
That's
their
a lot
kids
of
and
times why men get on child support because of the way she feel about her baby daddy. Either he don't
Yeah.
want her, she don't like his ass.
Because his new girlfriend
She don't really want to tell you.
You gotta take the kid too though.
Hey, but how do you feel like the law? I feel like if the man has to pay child support of the baby, I feel like through the whole process he should be able to have a say so in shit. Cause
you gotta
like
get that paperwork right with the divorce.
no, I'm talking about even on this plane, like you could want the baby, the girl cannot want the baby. She can go abort the baby and you have no say so in it.
Yes, but you do
But
though.
Oh, you thought about that far. Oh, okay.
no. If she wants to get an abortion and you don't, and you want to keep the baby, you don't have no choice in that. That's her choice.
That's why they say it's cheaper to keep her.
No, I'm talking about like if she aborts your baby, you have no say over that. But if you go tell this woman, I don't want you to have my baby, I want an abortion, she keep it, she can put you on child support.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why you need to know who you
I
marry.
don't think that's fair. I think that has to be a decision y'all both write off on.
Yeah.
Well, they about to change that law anyway because if you got your baby daddy on child support, they say by next year you ain't gonna be able to file taxes. The baby daddy can file just as well if
Well,
he
no,
paying
that's
child
true.
support.
We
That's
see a
some
bunch of
law
ladies
that
marching
Trump
down
finna
the
come
street
out with.
next year. So they're gonna be some mad women next year if that's true. They're gonna be a
I mean,
riot.
I ain't even gonna lie, man. I like that. You know what I mean?
They
Because
started this year.
it's gonna make a lot of because a lot of women aren't with their baby daddy because it's gonna make a lot more families stick that shit out.
Yep.
Good.
Right.
Yep.
So that's
Yep.
actually you
Yep.
got to see the positive with the negative because I ain't gonna lie.
That's right.
If you
That's right.
if you was a woman, you got to take it from their shoes, man. If I could get free housing, free this, I can get your fucking money, and I can go apply for taxes. I can do better by myself than with you.
Yep.
Thank you.
That's the
That's a
plan.
part of the plan. That's a planned program.
Yeah, that's the flex
Right.
there. Because back in
But
the
I ain't gonna
day,
lie.
the women's didn't have no say so. So they like shit, we gonna reverse it. We gonna give the women all the say so. Because we already know women, that's why we don't got a female president. Because women think with their feelings. They don't make strategic
Well,
movements.
in 2025, niggas turning into bitches
Y'all
nowadays.
raising
I'm
them
just
that way.
saying, it's
We ain't
time
talking
to
Y'all
about
flip
the
the
raising
script.
them
trends,
that
though. We
way.
It's
talking about
flipping the
real.
script
We talking
now.
about real
I'm just
men.
Hey,
saying.
y'all
I'm
raising
just
them that way though.
FYI,
Y'all
y'all.
raising them.
Y'all got them watching the motherfucking Beyonce videos and got their
Y'all
ass
got them
sitting on the
watching
couch.
Beyonce. Y'all got them watching P Valley and wondering why they turning
Valley,
out like
all
that.
that dumbass shit, goddamn me. And
Daddy's East.
sit down, shut the fuck up, and watch TV.
Well, where was the daddy at? Where's the
The
daddy at
daddy
then?
was
So
the
he
dad.
can make sure that don't happen.
The dad
The
said,
mama ain't the only one that made the
I know,
baby.
but the dad
Daddy's
said
in
fuck this
jail.
shit. I'm not.
He paid
But I
child
ain't gonna lie.
support. He
But I
can't
ain't
go
gonna
to
lie.
house.
But I ain't gonna lie. I'm a person that look up statistics, and I just looked last year. They said that they did a study. They said there's 2.4 million single mothers in the world, and there's 2 million single fathers in the U.S.
Right.
So the numbers ain't that different, but they said that 85% of the kids that lived with a single mother were 85% were below the poverty line.
That's a plan.
That's a fact.
That's a
That's a
plan.
fact.
And that comes from the kids.
That's a
From
fact.
the kids having to raise themselves because single parents have to go to work. So it's kind of hard for them. These kids being raised by TV, daycare, and outside nature. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, and I got my daughters.
And even the teachers. Even the teachers is raising because they have your kids just as much as you do, probably even more. Just as more,
like
so
these teachers are young now, so with
they got young
them not having education to raise a motherfucking child. We got kids raising kids. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie. Part of the problem is niggas don't discipline their kids at home. So when they come to them schools, these teachers really gotta fight hands up with these
Man, I
fucking
was just
kids
gonna
because they
say
told them
that.
to put their phone up.
One of my kids came home and she said, "You can't." I said something about, "I'm gonna whoop your ass if you do that again." She's talking about, "You can't do that, because I'm gonna call this number or some shit." And I'm old school. I'm like, "Man, you gotta make it to the phone first." Don't let them teachers get you fucked up.
Try to dial
Hey, my mama
911
said you
down
called them.
919, motherfucker.
Hey, my mama said you call them white folks on me, they can have your ass.
Straight up, you going
One thing that us parents
You can
gotta
call them if you
understand,
want. I'm gonna beat your ass before they get here, and then when I get out, I'm gonna beat your ass again.
Hey,
you
my
just
mama
know
said
it.
them white people can have you. You think it ain't. I don't have to raise you. Let them have you. You can be
It
all
ain't
through
gonna
the
be
system.
peaches. We gotta use reverse psychology on these kids now. Kids.
Yeah, man.
Tell
But
they ass
that's what it
when
is, man.
the motherfuckers call coming.
You supposed to be beating their ass early. You supposed to get that out. Like I don't know why they trying to change the script. If that shit worked for us to make us productive adults, why would you raise your kids to be different?
True.
well, that's real life. That's real life topic tomorrow because I'll make sure you guys check out Real Life Topics podcast every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Every Thursday. But our topic for this week is talking about discipline and is it right to whoop your children? And in my opinion, I think that whooping started off from slavery, and we just been programmed into whooping your kid when they do something wrong. I think it came from slavery. That's just my opinion.
I ain't gonna lie. Did it make them niggas behave for 400 years?
You just whoop your kids.
That belt taught me some lessons.
Not now.
It made them behave though, right?
Hell no. Because the strong ones got hung.
Hey, the strong ones got hung, but it made them behave because the shit's still working now.
Man, there's a difference between disciplined ass.
I don't know though. Don't your kids still do some dumb shit when you whoop them though?
Yeah, but
is there another way to discipline them
After
other
they
than
do it,
whipping
though.
them? Is there another way?
I ain't gonna lie, but
That's how my baby is.
hey, your kids is always gonna do stupid shit not in your presence. But guess what? When them moms that don't play, you should see the fear. Like I ain't gonna lie, I had a friend. She don't whoop her kid. Her kid came in there, 8 years old, slamming the door, talking about, "Don't be talking about me, mama, when I'm not in the room."
Okay.
Try her gangster in front of company.
8 o'clock. I mean, 8 years old.
Our teeth would have been knocked out back then.
She got snake before she got that shit all the way out.
But I always said whoopings don't make a kid disciplined. It just make their ass tougher.
It don't.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
It make their ass tougher. Like me, I used to get my ass towed the fuck up. That shit really didn't make me do right. You know what I'm saying? It let me, I can get this ass whooping. I can go back out here, goddamn me. I can take 10 of these ass whoopings. You know what I'm saying? I got a
But
million.
now this is what
I
you
got
gotta
a million
talk
to
to
get
him.
my ass
Hey,
whooped.
hey,
I
hey,
got
hey.
plenty of
But look,
ass
let me
whooping
tell you.
for coming
Let me
in
tell.
past the
Let me
street
tell.
lights, and I
Let me
still
tell you.
came
Let me
in
Hold on,
tell.
past
hold
the
on,
Let
street
hold on,
lights.
hold on. One person at a time. Go ahead, go ahead. Stephanie.
Yeah, something going on in the background. But I ain't
Go
gonna
ahead.
lie, bro.
No,
Them
I
ass
said
whoopings
I
did
can't.
work,
I
cause
said
you.
we used to get whipped.
Hold on.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Stephanie.
No, I said we used to get ass whoopers when we used to come in the house past the street lights coming on, and we still did it every day and just took that ass whooping. I'm just saying every day.
Yeah, but you knew not to do it. But you didn't do it. You wasn't just running crazy around the house. See, and then I ain't gonna lie, they should have been putting your ass on punishment too, like taking all the shit out your room.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
always
Is I
put
feel like it's another solution other than getting a whooping. That's all I'm
Nah,
saying.
nah,
I think that discipline.
but you knew you wasn't coming in there bucking like that though in that motherfucker. Cause I see
Nah,
all
No
these
you
white
nah, you was
kids.
iPhone,
freaking in that
no house
motherfucker.
phone,
Trying to
no
duck that
computer,
ass
Nah.
whooping.
Nintendo.
yeah, true. You know,
This
Cause I
turned
ain't gonna
into a
lie,
five.
these white kids be bucking with their mama.
Yeah,
But they
like
never
and
got
yeah,
no
we
ass.
Yeah.
do.
and like I said, that's the level of respect. See what I'm saying? White people is not finna argue with you. They not finna get red. If they get red, they killing something. So they try not to really go out of well. Because when they ass get red, they killing something. They don't know how to control their composure. See, us black motherfuckers, we can control our composure. We'll choke the shit out of our kids and then go hug them and be crying with their ass.
And they
Yeah.
gonna
White
hug
motherfuckers, it's the end of the
That's what
damn
I'm
argument.
saying. Yeah.
Who did this to
I'm
you?
about
Like,
to whoop
man,
my
you ain't
baby and
gonna
say,
get it.
oh man, look, you need to listen. I don't
Let
want
me,
to whoop you.
Yeah,
You
like
listen.
I believe you gotta
hey,
Stop
discipline
playing.
their ass, but it don't help them be a better person. You know, it just teach their ass how to take
Yeah.
a lick,
let me
basically.
Yeah,
say this.
people can talk. It's kind of like the Joe Jackson effect. You know what I mean? Michael says, "Oh, I had a horrible trouble. It was rough, but nigga, you're the
Yeah.
one of the greatest entertainers in the world because you was beaten to it.
yeah.
So
That
y'all can say what y'all want, but them
Hey,
niggas
hey,
made them niggas the
Yeah.
gangsters.
He got the
he
moonwalk beat
made
out
them
his
niggas
ass.
sing.
they try to cut my
Now
boy
we know
Mike
where
out.
beat
It's a
come
true
from.
story. True
Nah,
story.
that's a fact. And like I say, it all depends on the
He was
person. You
remembering
know,
them
what
ass
person
whoopings when he
really.
made Remember the Time. Do
You
you
talking about I ain't
remember
had no
the time,
childhood? Yeah,
boy?
yeah. You didn't. Hey, you was coming up in Gary. You didn't need no childhood, nigga. And I ain't gonna lie.
What?
Sometimes you gotta make decisions for your family. Like everybody want to paint people like the villain, but you know that y'all got a fucked up environment. You got a bunch of kids out here. You gotta do what's best for them. Just like Serena Williams' daddy and shit. He knew that he wanted to make them kids tennis stars because the ones he didn't, they died in Compton and shit. Like that's what I'm saying. He had to
Yeah.
make. Sometimes you have to make the decision where I can't let you just pick. I gotta pick something for you because you're my
Right.
kid.
Western Union, take notes.
Because
Right.
when just like if you was a mechanic right now and you had a young kid, your kid might hate it, but you gonna show that motherfucker how to do some mechanic shit because this is gonna be a skill set you can use.
I'm trying to tell you. Let me tell you. It's getting to the point. It's getting outrageous. Let me say this first. First and foremost, you can chastise your children to have a manner you feel, as long as it ain't to the point of child abuse. Let me say that. Because they got too many soft-ass parents, that's one. And two, they got too many trying to be their child friend. That's another.
Yo,
I can have a
Yeah.
conversation
Right.
with you, but this conversation not about to be repetitive. Because
Right.
I feel like if I whoop your ass, you still do it. If I conversate with you, you
He
still
gonna
do it.
do it.
That lets me
He
know,
gonna do it.
okay, this motherfucker got a mind of his own. So this
Yeah.
motherfucker want to do regardless because children are
cause,
naturally rebellious. So I understand that.
cause
Okay.
you know the next step after the ass whooping is putting them the fuck out.
Nah, because
That's
they
the next
might
step.
get your ass
You
back.
ain't got to tell me.
They
You
put
know
them
what I'm
out
saying?
there, baby. You ain't put your baby out.
You that grown, your ass gotta go.
I'm
I ain't
21
gonna
yet.
Baby,
Some
Boy,
people
you
say
could,
that I broke it.
you can put the baby, you can put the baby out. They got fire stations around the world.
Man, you can put a 4-year-old out.
Man, you can put a baby out. You can take them right to that adult.
Yeah, my mama put my 12-year-old brother out, and my brother, I came on the porch with him. I said, man, she ain't finna let you in because you ain't do the dishes. He said, man, she can't do this shit. I'm calling the police. That nigga called the police at 13. When the police got there, the police said, ma'am, you can't do this. This is illegal. We're gonna have to lock you up. It's like abandoning the kid. You can't do this. My mama put her shoes on. She say, look, I can bond out. This nigga ain't getting in my shit. And start putting her shoes on. She said, man, this nigga disrespecting me and ain't doing what I said do. I can bond out. I'm finna put my
I ain't gonna
clothes
lie,
on.
Mom Dukes was tripping about the dishes though. It wasn't that deep.
Yeah. My mom
It's
was
that
tripping.
deep. Bitch, when I tell you to do something, do it. It's not up for discussion. You don't tell me what you're not gonna do. See, that's the problem. Like I said, people think they children are their motherfucking friend. I'm tired of looking on the internet and seeing 12 and 11-year-old with fucking neighbor pistols. No, ma'am, I don't think so. No, you should not. A man gonna tell his daughter, if you don't get the fuck, no, you're not having it. The mama gonna tell her, yeah, you can get it because she like wearing tight shorts and tight shirts up her ass and her ass crazy. So she ain't gonna have no problem with her getting it. But
But you know what? But you know what?
Even
Even with the son,
stability.
but you know what? Even with the son, even with your brother when he didn't let in, that was supposed to have been the time Dad was supposed to come in there and punch him in the jaw and say, "Get to them fucking dishes."
That's where the dad come in at. Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's exactly when that used to be the one thing. Wait till your father get home.
But your daddy
Right,
get
that's
home,
what
yo.
I do. Right, that's what I do right now today. Even though me and the boy's dad is separated, they do be trying to pull a card with me. But all I gotta say is, man, you want me to make that phone call, and they straighten up like soldiers.
Yeah, they
coming with a different motion.
They straighten up like soldiers.
He ain't coming in there to play. He not your friend. He not your partner. He not your homie. He not your dog. He not your round. He about to come straight up in this motherfucker and tell you one time and one time only. You gonna either get it or you gonna catch genuine leather. If you don't know what genuine leather is, you gonna find out. And if I can't beat you with that, nigga, because you think you taller than me, I'm gonna punch your ass down. Because I'm gonna let you know I was doing this shit way before you. See, that's another thing. Let me get these children.
Woke up out our sleep to them butt.
Stop trying to tell us shit that you think we didn't been through. Well, I need the children to hear this. Don't try to tell us shit that you don't think we ain't been through. Don't try to think you getting one up over us. We wasn't born yesterday. We might have was born yesterday, but not yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So stop trying that shit, thinking you can tell us anything. And then you know what the parents sit there and do? Act like they don't know schoolwork. They believe that shit because they feel like most parents feel like their child ain't bad. That's cool if you feel like your child ain't bad, but you got to understand your child's actions. So when somebody tell you your child did something, stop always quick to defend. No, you ain't got to take what the person saying.
I ain't gonna lie, my mom was reversed. She already knew. She was like, nah, she be like, he getting over on y'all. My mom knew. My mom knew when it was my bullshit. She was like, yeah, that nigga did that.
And I agree. Look, I agree with people saying about those children. Look, I was a bad motherfucker. I had ADHD, all that shit. I got with switches, pans, whatever motherfucker could find. And my daddy was 6'3", 300 pounds. God rest his soul. 6'3", 300 pounds. This was not my biological dad. It's the person that raised me. And I tell my mama to this day, she made the best decision. My mama grew up in Providence. She get an SSI check. So her letting that man raise me was the best thing she could have did. Her keeping her mouth quiet was the best thing she could have did. I ain't mad at her. You know what I'm saying? But know this, he wasn't one to play with. He was the type of motherfucker whoop your ass and then buy you something to eat after. You gonna catch a switch, you gonna catch a belt, you gonna catch a punch, and then you want some Wendy's, you want some Burger King, you want some McDonald's. He gonna feed you after. He a big dude, so he gotta eat. He done worked up an appetite any fucking way, probably. So he had to eat. You know what I'm saying? And that's what love was: correction, and then showing you the attention you need. You have sometimes the children is lashing out for attention. Right. They ain't been heard enough.
Yes.
They ain't been seen enough.
Yep.
Your problems affecting them. Stop putting children in grown folks' business. Parents.
Yo.
Yes.
Why are you having grown folks conversation with your child about a nigga that done pissed you off or a female that done pissed you off? Why is your 11-year-old child jumping in grown women fights?
Yo. And I ain't
Why?
gonna lie. My parents used to say that, stay out of grown people's face. Like that need
Stay
to
out of
come
grown
off.
folks' business. And when I'm talking, you better not come ask me a motherfucking question. Soon as you come over there saying something, don't you see two grown people talking? Now it's mama. About two grown people talking. What you want, baby? Ain't no what you want. Don't you see two grown people talking? That's the end of the conversation. If you come back when the surroundings is shitting, stop putting your children in surroundings. They ain't got no. That's where that friendship come at. Your children know too much. Bad enough the internet ain't teaching the right narrative. You making it definitely worse. When you sit
And you wanna, and you know what I seen too? I seen this too, which a lot of people gotta watch, because a lot of these women feel independent and strong, but y'all vulnerable too, because I even seen they said the most kids are molested, abused, and what's the name, are in the custodial custody of the mother.
Right.
It be threats that she don't know that come into the house.
That's what I was talking about. That.
Yeah.
He ain't blaming
That's
her.
right. That's why I said I was an advocate about that, particularly myself. Ain't no nigga coming around my kids. That shit dead as a donut.
I'm trying to tell you.
And I feel like the nigga that you might happen to be dating ain't no real nigga if he want to be the nigga to come in your house and lay up in your bed around you and your kids. That ain't even no real nigga. In my opinion.
He rubbing his feet together. Hey, he in there rubbing his feet together, talking about, baby, you look sexy going to work. This nigga ain't going nowhere.
He cheating.
Ain't going nowhere.
Hey, this nigga about
like
to
old
drop
boy
you off of your car.
Hey, baby boy. Is that Jody? Motherfucker can't take
and we gotta lay off Jody though, man. A lot of people give Jody a bad rap for that movie.
Jody probably
Look, but this is I'm one of them people that really think, like, I really get deep in the story. Like, do you know Jody was like only like 19, 20?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Yvette was way older than him, bro. Like even his other baby mama Peanut lived with her parents too. That's
that
what
old
I'm saying.
ass name. They should have knew Yvette was older than him. Ain't nobody.
Yeah, because her nigga was in jail, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. So she really was taking advantage of that. And I ain't gonna lie, she was over there telling that nigga all his business. And then I ain't gonna lie, Joe, I'd have had some words for that bitch, because how that nigga come up in there, pick up his son, and you ain't warned that he in there with 6 niggas. This nigga was about to rape you, and you left my kid with this nigga.
Exactly. Sometimes it's a two-way street. We gotta hold accountability. That's where accountability come in at, and being aware of who. See, I don't play that shit. I don't even play that shit now that I'm grown. I never played that shit then. I don't give a damn my mom, my sister, my auntie. I don't give a fuck who they brought. Don't tell me, oh, that's your uncle, your brother-in-law. None of that. I don't have none of that. Oh, my kinfolks got my blood. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Unless he put a ring on it. Don't tell me nothing about that's my brother-in-law. That's my stepdad. That's Henry. That's Bob.
Oh, that's just my cousin.
No,
that's just my cousin. That's Cuzzo. That's my homie.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you the truth about these women these days. They gotta get with it. It's real life topics. That's all I gotta say.
And then y'all gotta stop grooming these children too, because the parents groom these kids too. Y'all gotta stop grooming these kids. Like, I took my daughter to a little party in the what's the name? All them girls twerking the sexy red and they little kids. I wasn't feeling that. I told my daughter, let's get up, let's go. And there wasn't a man over there.
The fuck your daughter listening to that for?
I'm talking about all on the table twerking and shit. I'm like, these are 6 and 7-year-olds. What the fuck going on out here?
Why are they listening to my pussy kick, my booty hole brown?
That's
why?
But that's what they was listening to Glorilla and all that shit.
Even if you
and then the parents had the nerve to be trying to have their party. They getting drunk at the same time the kid. This supposed to be a kid little swimming party. What's going on over here?
Right, because they did used to do that back in the day with us. Yeah. They did used to do that. The kid party turned into the grown folk party, but we wasn't in the same room with them. They used to say, ain't no grown folks up in here bedtime. It was lights out for us when they switched over to the grown folks.
The mama was in there. The only man that was there was the grandfather, and he was on the grill, and he was just sitting there like shaking his head.
That's who raised.
Yep.
My grandpa raised me.
He said, "Yeah, Papa was out there. I raised whores."
Papa was my daddy. Papa was my daddy. That was my
You
daddy.
know?
Facts.
My grandpa was my daddy. He raised me.
Yeah.
My papa ain't raised me,
Papa,
but
and
he
then
showed me how to
them,
be a man.
hey,
When I went
them
to his house,
uncles,
I had to cut the grass. I had to make sure my bed was made up. He was militant.
All that.
He was Texas cab driver for 30-some years, 40-some years. He was militant. When you went to his house, you had to go out there, cut the grass. You had to pick up all that
And cut
extra
the
grass.
grass,
You
take
had
the
to do some
trash
good
out.
stuff.
All that.
see,
All that.
and that shit give motherfuckers some discipline. That's,
Yes, that's right. Some
Cause I ain't
structure.
gonna lie. I ain't
Yes.
gonna lie. When I got in trouble, my dad made me renovate houses with him. So that ain't even something I do as a career, but I know how to do this shit. I know how to put the
Man,
shit
my
in the
grandpa
lights and the ceiling.
also.
I learned that shit from a kid because he'll make me do that shit. He got me on the roof cleaning shit and helping
Oh,
remodel
boy.
shit. That's what I said. Like he used to make us do that as like punishment. So that's what I'm saying. So like that's what I'm saying. So it definitely gives you but you know you also giving kids skills that they could use later on.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, the
So
problem is
that
there's no lane no more. There's no lane. There's no place. Ain't nobody tell the children to stay in their place now. Now they said, let me tell you what happened instead of saying stay in your fucking place. Now the world is so complex, and it's not just people. You can't expect people to be perfect. You can't expect parents to be perfect. Let me say it because we're not bashing women or men. All I'm saying is a little bit of accountability and a little bit of creativeness. That's how you gonna get your shot. Well, see, in this day and age, you gotta take what they use. That's all they know now. So that's the perfect thing to take from them. Oh, you take that phone, I guarantee that y'all lose their fucking mind. Take that phone. Take
oh
that
yeah,
tablet.
they gonna swell up on their mama like the teachers.
Y'all think that little boy that
I'm
tore up his mama house when she took his video games from him and he busted
I
all
ain't
the
gonna lie,
windows
that
and
little
tore up
nigga
the
would be outside. Fuck this nigga.
I had to
What's the
call all
name?
my
I
brothers
gave
to
up my
punch on him.
parental custody. Fuck. Hey, and I ain't gonna lie. You gotta let them, and you gotta let them kids. I ain't gonna lie. I think people need to. People have this fairy tale. I think people gotta be real with like. I feel like you gotta tell your kids what's really going on. There's no there's no there's no such thing as unconditional love. So stop thinking you're gonna do it. You do enough fucked up shit to me, I'm not fucking with you.
Right.
That's the world. I don't give a fuck how much you love your son. If he molesting kids and you're not fucking with him. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not
Yeah.
like, and I think the world needs to know. Like I think people just gotta. You can keep doing fucked up shit, and people gonna keep coming to bat for you.
Right.
That
And I
ain't how
feel
the
like you
world
shouldn't
work,
even
and I
give.
think people got to tell people how the world work.
Yeah. And I feel like you shouldn't even
yeah,
give your
yeah.
kids nothing that you feel like you're gonna have to take back from them later. You know, because you teaching them goddamn me Indian giver and shit, you know. So now they gonna buy for other people just to test them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shit. You shouldn't even get ass if you feel like you gonna have to take back eventually, you know what I'm saying?
Don't give
Give them
shit they don't
shit that they
earn.
need and not shit that they want. You know,
Yeah, they gotta
yeah.
earn that, and that's what we do. We want our kids to live so much better than we had, because
Yeah.
there was even times my mom said, I could have bought you Jordans and all that shit, but I didn't want to do that, and I didn't want you to be Western. And when you got to buy your own, you
Entitled.
appreciated it more. So that's what I'm saying. And then I'm one of them people that I don't even really care about labels and brands like that shit. That we found out all that shit get made in China anyway.
Right.
So so that's what I'm saying. So like, and that's what you gotta start. And then I feel like this, and then also people gotta start giving their kids, stop buying kids material stuff, because you're gonna make them materialistic. That's why so many people want to flex. Stop making your kids materialistic. Give them experiences over
Yeah.
material stuff, because experiences is stuff that it's not gonna get old. Like I ain't gonna lie, like that would how would be dope that would have been as a kid, that we could have went to another country and seen how they live over there and just shit like
Yeah.
that. Like there's so much opportunities that motherfuckers get that we didn't get.
That's what I'm
And
doing with
we
my
gotta
daughter.
we gotta just start we just gotta start thinking better, and then we gotta show, as black people, we gotta show our kids our culture, and I mean our real culture, because being a criminal isn't black. It's a being ghetto isn't a black thing. That is a
That's
class.
the
You feel me?
thing. That's us. We just
That's
That is
yeah.
a
ignorant and
class.
short
Like,
from
so
us.
stop.
Period.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, I don't like that when a motherfucker talk ignorant and do this and they white or another race, we say oh they acting black. No, they're just ghetto. That's what that is.
Hold on,
Right.
I got something else to speak on that.
Right.
Hold on, y'all. What's wrong with everybody now? They don't take their kids to church. They don't teach about the God no more. They teach about the Lord. They don't sit there with a Bible with these kids. You know what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with
That's a
society
little different. We
nowadays.
did grow up a
That's why all
little
these
within
things
the
now.
church more.
We
I ain't
grew
gonna
up
lie.
in
That's
church.
I'm not gonna lie.
That
You know
I'm
what
half
not
of
I'm
gonna
saying?
these
lie.
kids don't even know God. They don't know God out here. Not this
Oh, no God.
2025
My
version.
daughter know God. My daughter
Well,
4
I'm not
years
gonna
old.
lie. What happens is everybody's look. What happens is a lot of people don't like coming to church because the parents right now ain't right, and nobody wants to take accountability. They don't want to come in church, and the
Mm-hmm.
pastor telling you about if motherfuckers doing shit wrong, and you looking at your mama and she doing the same shit, but then telling you what to do.
Yup. Yup.
Group
I
shit.
see
Motherfuckers
these
don't want to
folks
hear,
that
and then
But
or you
the
find out the
prophet.
pastor, the pastor in there sleeping with everybody, and da 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 da. It's a lot of
But
shit going on to
hold on,
deter you from.
hold on. Hold on, bro. I'm gonna speak on that. The prophets. Cause my grandma is a prophet. So the prophets. They ain't just about the preacher. It's about whoever in that church. They have spirit. It's called prophet. My grandma is a prophet. So I'm gonna speak on that. It ain't just the preacher. It's about whoever in there got that spirit and believe in God. They can tell you something that you need to listen to. I didn't see people that said something to people. It's like, oh man, I done got better. Woo woo. Them are prophets. You got faith in the prophets too. Also.
Right. Right. And
but
then I'm not gonna lie. And then as people get more knowledge about stuff, some people get so much knowledge that they get dumb because they heard, oh, they was teaching us uh to be Christians during slavery, and they
Mm-hmm.
try to use that as a reason why they don't follow it either. They be like, that's why I'm a Muslim, but they don't know a lot of the Muslims were the first slave traders in the world and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like people don't know.
no, they don't know.
They pray to their own God. They pray to their own who they want to pray to. They don't say like the Jews.
Yeah,
They
so
pray who they want
and that's the problem. It's too much going on in households. You'll have
Man.
only in America, well, we have a household full of people and everybody believe in different religions.
to. Yup.
That's gonna cause confusion.
Yup.
No, whatever the head of the household's religion is, that's what the religion that needs to be taught in here.
America is a
Exactly.
business. It's not a country. It's not a habitat. This is a motherfucking corporate business.
Yo.
Yes. 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 Yes, it is.
Everything run around politics and goddamn me money, you know. So if you're not
Yes,
really
it.
thinking ahead and able to live in society, outside of society, your ass gonna feel subject to society.
You gonna
And I'm not
feel.
gonna lie, the only traditions I see people follow is holidays. And what's crazy about holidays, all of them is excuses for you to spend money.
Exactly.
You could find a it. There's not 1 month of the year that you ain't spending money on something, whether it be
You ain't
Christmas,
lying.
Thanksgiving, uh, uh, back to school, all that
Birthdays.
shit. Every month got
Mm.
something.
Like
Like
Yeah.
Gotta
you
Christmas
said,
pay.
month,
They gotta
you
be
know what I
fly for
mean?
That's
every holiday. Holiday don't even must make sense, and they still won't be fly.
and
How
like you
you
said,
gonna be?
holidays, birthdays.
with the
How
Juneteenth
you gonna be
thing, you
flying
know,
for
they said that
Valentine's
they
Day?
was
You ain't
able
even
to
got a Valentine.
capitalize and make money off of it. Now they want to put Juneteenth as one of their holidays. You know what I'm saying? And like you said,
Yeah.
they just want to capitalize
Like June
off
10th.
of
That
But
it.
you
gets
know
you
that.
man.
Celebrate
What?
Juneteenth. Go ahead.
But you know that. But that's what America's about. America is about taking from other cultures and making money of it. That's like if you think about how the world runs in America, that's what they do. They share cultures. Somebody from this culture sells their culture to somebody else. That's what they do.
Yup.
Yeah.
When you
Mm-hmm.
go when you go to a Chinese buffet or a Chinese spot, who's eating the food? They're not eating that.
Black people.
Yo. When
White
you go
people.
to when you go to a Mexican restaurant, who eating that shit? Not them.
Black people,
That's
white
what I'm saying.
people.
Where the and you know what and you know what, and if black people is the answer to all this shit, like even that designer shit, that Gucci and what's the name, only niggas do the interior of their car like that. So what happens is black people don't understand the reason why y'all ain't got a lot of stake in everything, because they made y'all the consumer of everything.
Yeah.
You don't sell nothing. You're the consumer. The only thing y'all sell is really hip hop. And then guess what? Hip hop, when I looked at hip hop, it said it's consumed by 85% white people.
Right.
Who you
So,
think over it? Ugly Jews
so
looking
it
at.
promotes an agenda to the, you feel me?
It's not even hip hop. It's Christian music too. It's church music too.
Yep.
So you got both in there. You got to say hip hop and church music and
Yep.
R&B music. You got to say everybody.
But I ain't gonna lie. But the only reason why I'm bringing up hip hop, because that helps to the prison culture too.
Yep.
Because the things that they're listening to, you help us. It all supplies a system, because if people don't go to jail, there's no reason for lawyers, there's no reason for police, there's no reason for the whole judicial system. So they
If they
want
come
you to
out
go
with
to
the
jail.
if they same thing as medicine, if they tell y'all the cure to cancer, man, a lot of doctors and nurses will be out of job. They can't get it up. They can't give it up. They just gonna let you go to radiation. Fuck it.
Yo, so doctors want you to get sick, so they're gonna give you medicines to make you feel worse. They're gonna figure out, this is what they're gonna figure out. Whenever, no matter what the disease is, they'll make it where you can't spread it to people. They'll make it all this. They want you to live with it, where you gotta take these things for the rest of your life. So we can, that's why everything is almost subscription based. They wanted a subscription. Like, we not gonna just give you the cure where you don't have it tomorrow. We're gonna make it where we could prolong this shit to the end of your life.
Yeah.
So that's how they want to do with that. Just the same way with the judicial system. Your lawyer wants you to get in trouble, so you keep calling him.
Yes.
Right.
The cops need you to go to jail, so they have somebody. That's why they go looking for arrest. They lock you up for petty shit too. That's their job.
They gotta make their quarter shit. They gotta have X amount of people locked up to even goddamn me get paid. So you know,
get a dollar. Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, even the police. Hey, police is in cahoots with some of these criminals. They be letting the big niggas go so they can keep catching little niggas, and they keep bringing them out there. That's what they doing. It's a self-funding system. They're not gonna lock everybody up.
It's money. It's money.
Yeah, because it's money in it.
They
That's
can't
exactly.
kill us all, and they ain't gonna lock us all up. They gotta have a Pacific balance too. So once we start controlling the balance, man, they gonna fall subject to what we want. Like I said, if everybody start paying their light bill, they not gonna stop the light shit. They just gonna make it affordable.
Right.
Exactly.
And then guess what? And guess what? Though this is even something that's crazy. We in America, we're 14% of the we're 14% of the population here in America. But most of the world got melanin in their skin. So they're really the minority. You feel me?
But let's
And
get
I'm
on the
not
next
gonna lie.
topic.
I think it's crazy. And you see how they run the country here, and you know they run South Africa and Africa, and they're only 10% of the population over there. That don't even make sense.
Right.
Right. So let's get to the next topic, man, because we got a little bit off beat. Next topic is collaborations and networking. Now, let me before everybody get their opinion on this subject, I picked this category because I was peeping something out that happened. Constantnet, if y'all familiar with Constantnet, he did Streaming University. It basically was a connection, a network of a bunch of streamers, gold tier, mid tier, low tier. They got together, put some content together, and did some big shit, some history making shit that's never been done in the content creating world, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Nobody has ever done what he done. Now, the thing,
what he do?
This shows though how important it is to network and collaborate with other people, because so many people are waiting for other people to give them that break instead of finding it themselves. I was always taught that if you can't pan the canvas on, if you can't leave a stain on your own canvas, it's okay to make a stain on somebody else's, but your focus should be your own canvas. You should believe in your own stain, your own mark. And the way you do that is by being self-efficient. A lot of people are dependent. A lot of people are dependent because they don't really have a direction or a plan. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you build these relationships with these people, that's why I love doing this and linking up with all these different people, because they all got their own thing that brings value to the table. See, me, I don't work all for personality, I work off the table. If you could bring value into my life, then you're a person that should be there. If you're always taking from me, then you should be there. That collaboration, that networking, and I'm speaking on this as also on the business side of things, is so important. It's so important because it's not always just what you know, but sometimes who you know, because you never know what room you might walk in. You have to be prepared. You have to be prepared. You can't walk in that bitch and be scared to talk to somebody you don't know. Now, if you go up in the hood, I can understand you being apprehensive because I trust fucked up. My trust fucked up. Like, I don't even much like people like that, but I know who to deal with and who not. I feel like I'm a good judge of character, but you have to be know who you collect, who you allowing to get in your space.
Yeah.
Everything is everything. Because everybody's intentions ain't what your intentions are. Everybody's worth ethic ain't your worth ethic. Everybody's vision ain't your vision. Some people ain't gonna see that vision you have. You gonna have to go out there and get in something. You can flex on that motherfucker 100 times to tell the world, woo the woo, this my affirmation, this was gonna happen, and nobody will believe you. But if you believe in
And
yourself,
that's why you should surround yourself around like-minded people. Everyone should be around like-minded people.
And know how to be around not like-minded people too. So when you do get around the not like-minded people, you don't crack under pressure or sound stupid or make yourself look like a damn fool around that person.
Right.
Just because they got bad energy don't mean you need to precipitate that bad energy back towards them, you know. Because now goddamn, it's just a room of bad energy, you know. It's the proper balance. But like I say, it comes with on the business side, you know, or you making money off of me, or we making money together, you know. So you just realize that because experience is the best teacher. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really learn without, you know, following somebody, and eventually you're gonna lead the next person. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't able to lead me and follow me at the same motherfucking time. I don't want you around me because first of all, I can't learn shit from you, so I'm gonna stay at this level. And second of all, you're gonna lead me to somewhere where goddamn me, I'm not gonna upgrade.
Exactly.
I'm trying to tell you, if you stagnant, I'm stagnant. But speaking on the situation about networking connections, there was a situation that happened with the streaming university shit, and I'm just kind of give you a background. I know we older, we probably ain't really watching them young ass niggas, but he one of them niggas.
I see what he did.
Right, being here, young nigga, he did that, but that was a female that's part of their group, but he didn't invite her to the streaming university. This is why. This is why it's important to read the room you go into. This is why. She went in the room being over aggressive. She went in the room biting on people, making people uncomfortable, and she lost a bag because of that. A potential bag she could have got, and growth she could have got because she didn't know how to handle business correctly.
Exactly. That's what he's trying to teach.
Stand in that room correctly. She didn't know she was making them uncomfortable. Sometimes people not gonna tell you they got a problem with you. You won't know until the day of reckoning come. And that's the fucked up part about it. That's why I don't like people, because people won't tell you there's an issue. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna hit you like a brick wall.
The water is the issue. Some people will tell you it's an issue, but don't even explain why it's an issue. You know, hey, this made me uncomfortable. I felt disrespected. People don't speak their mind nowadays.
Yeah, beat around
and be
the bush.
honest with one another.
Yeah, this ain't no fucking obstacle course. You won't beat around the bush. Be direct.
You end up hurting yourself more.
Right. Yeah. I should hear from my partner, cousin old lady, baby mama, I shouldn't be getting a message from a third, fourth, and fifth, and sixth party over something you said. Because if you felt that way, you should have came to me and we could have talked about it. But that's what networking and knowing who to deal with. Sometimes relationships not gonna work, whether it's business or personal. Even in your personal relationships, you gotta know who you are connecting with. And everything relationship these days is now a business transaction. So when I say this, don't act like there's a difference, because there are a lot of motherfuckers gonna get in the comments try to tell me there's a difference. No, the fuck is not. Relationships are now a business contract. If you don't know, these are the rules. Let me give you the fine print. First and foremost, when you get in a relationship, a happy wife is a happy life. I don't know who made that shit up. I don't know who said it was true, but that's in the stipulations. I don't give a fuck what you do as a man. If she not happy, that house not gonna be happy. I'm sorry.
I know, but if I ain't happy, nigga, don't shit move in this motherfucker.
That's first and foremost.
It's
Second
happy
off,
spouse, happy house.
right. When you rich, it's a different type of different type of business. Now we gotta figure out how we gonna deal with our finance, because I had more than you when I came in. I gotta make sure I'm protecting my investments. Them rich relationships ain't nothing but a business transaction. So you gotta understand what room you're going in. Whether it's relationships, whether it's business, whether it's casual, you have to know which room you're going in and how to carry yourself in that room. Because at the end of the day, if you go in the room with some sharks and you a goldfish, guess what's gonna happen? They gonna chew your ass up.
Chew your ass up and eat your ass alive. And like I say, we gotta ask the proper questions in any relationship, business relationship, and physical boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, and wife relationship. You know, the first day, ask the proper questions. You know, because like you said, we vulnerable people, we have trust issues. So if you don't ask me something, 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna tell your ass. You either gonna see from my actions, or goddamn, you gonna learn later on down the line if you around.
Facts. I be trying to tell motherfuckers, I'm not no tape recorder, I'm not no teacher. I ain't got time to keep saying the same shit over and over, and I ain't got the time to teach you nothing. First of all, I'm not gonna bring nobody in my circle. I gotta teach you something. Unless it's a business situation, I gotta teach you something. I'm in a leadership role. I'm not trying to get in no relationship, first of all, with no female, and I gotta teach you something. Because she ain't trying to get in a relationship with no nigga that she gotta teach nothing to. So you gotta understand, we can't expect him.
The song music soul child teach me how to love. I mean, show me the way to surrender my heart. I'm just saying.
I ain't gonna lie. I like a motherfucker that's a little moldable when it comes to my woman. You don't want your girl.
I teach you how to love.
She just know how to
I ain't
suck
gonna
dick.
teach you how to be a woman. What the fuck?
Dicks. That's crazy.
God.
You don't want that type of. You don't want that type of debacle. You want that. You don't want your girl Cassie Ventura freaky.
Oh my God. That's called condition. That's a whole different situation.
Yeah, that's a whole different ballpark.
She got so Stockholm, she fell in love with the shit. Then she had her epiphany somewhere down the line, and she didn't want to do the shit no more. Then it was like, bitch, you been doing this all this time.
What she said she got mad about, she said she saw how he was treating Young Miami, giving her money, giving her shows, and she like, oh, he got me fucked up.
That's
like
that's what happened, bro. When he started parading that bitch around, that's what made her go to the Fed.
Man, that's like playing hockey on the football field.
Facts. What my brother said earlier, women are emotional, right? So what made you thought you was in a business relationship? You know what was going down in it. So who told you was number one? When did it say you was number one? Oh, he made you feel that way, though. Why he made you feel that way? Because you got your self-esteem so motherfucking low that you can't think for yourself.
They call that boy George because he was curious than a motherfucker.
I ain't gonna lie, hey, but I'm just saying.
That shit.
Saying though.
They call that shit when people curious. They'll have anybody pilot some shit. Not pilot.
Hey, when they said he had dildos with the serial number scraped off, that's a different type of nigga right there, bro.
He got try number. That nigga said try number. Still try anything.
That's too much information to know what's on those type of objects.
Hey man, that's crazy.
I ain't even from St. Louis, but I ain't never heard giving a bitch a go to the shower.
Yeah. Hey, she talking about I was with him this long. I had to drink 10 gallons of piss every week. I said that's crazy.
I heard it go. Look, I heard it go to artists. I ain't never heard of a golden shower. What the fuck?
Nigga, just all the shit.
Golden shower ever since R. Kelly. Shit, R. Kelly been doing golden shower. Shit.
Yeah, he was. He been telling
Hey,
you.
you want to know something funny? Something funny. Right when this trial was going off, I seen an old video that P. Diddy had with R. Kelly. I said, this is the filthiest shit on the internet right here. This lock both them niggas up.
And my thing with that case is they only
No, free R. Kelly. I don't know about Diddy, but free R. Kelly.
I ain't gonna lie, they both was doing wrong. They both was doing wrong.
And what they
as guilty
did,
as he is.
They both was doing wrong, but at least them hoes was hoes that R. Kelly had. They trust nobody do nothing. Look, if you was going.
Oh God, and that's why
I said now Diddy was threatening you gonna die and hang fuckers in abandoned building and shit.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. R. Kelly,
Diddy just said
he was watching too much 500.
Only thing with R. Kelly,
you say what?
He had 14-year-olds on the tapes and shit. R. Kelly was fucking with children.
Yeah, that's the only thing,
problem.
right? Yeah, that was his issue. Yeah, he was disrespectful.
He couldn't leave them kids
He couldn't have did it without the parents.
But
what the fuck is you your child to?
And another thing, they didn't look like kids either, so they probably didn't ever tell like, hey, so you can't.
Nah, they told the age, man. The new tapes was so crazy they couldn't even show them. That nigga, they said nigga.
And once again, though, they only do the blacks like that. If there would have been a white couple, that shit wouldn't even went broadcasted like that.
Exactly.
Anytime you get a
That's
person,
why they ain't dropped Epstein list.
Anytime you get a person that and they willingly doing that shit, that's that person's perception. Obviously, they like that shit. So you can't hold this man accountable for what this person liked. You know, whether it was the money, the sex, or whatever, that he did not have a motherfucker hostage where a motherfucker couldn't pick up a phone. Motherfucker got 1,000 phones around. Motherfucker got 1,000 laws around. So that's bullshit.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. The only thing that fucked him up was that video of her trying to leave and he grabbed her.
Yeah, he was fine.
You know, with that. But still, out of all these years, if you did all this shit and you still around, obviously you like something like
that. Cause look, that's what she's saying. Cause this is their defense. Their defense is when I did try to leave, I knew I couldn't leave. He owns all my house. He owns all my.
Hey, that's what she said.
He was done with me. I had to stay on his good side. The nigga would click out for any little reason. When you got a defense like that, nigga, how you gonna be? It don't matter what you said. She said I had to stay on this nigga good. She said, this nigga out here bars and shit like that. This nigga different. They got this nigga like he a Batman villain or something up there.
Oh, my soul.
He was.
The problem with
this nigga up here like he a suit.
That nigga had something to do with Biggie being dead and all. That nigga been fugazi since Biggie died. Ever since he had something to do with that goof ass shit. That nigga been a dirty motherfucker since day one.
Hey, I don't think that shit nothing to do with Biggie. I don't
think they gotta start from the root. If they gonna nip that shit in the bud, they gotta start that shit from the root.
Yeah.
I don't think he had anything to do with Biggie, but they definitely saying he had something to do with Pac.
Yeah, definitely did.
They said the dude Keefy D says that he gave us the money to go kill Tupac. So I think what happened with Biggie was retaliation because they knew who sent that.
Right.
You know, I interviewed.
Yeah.
I interview
put that man in risk. Where's my lighter?
Because I think that's what they did. I think they killed Pac and then you know, cause just cause Suge locked up don't mean he can't call shots from the pen. I think they caught them niggas when they went to Cali. They thought it was up because we killed this nigga. We could come out here. That's how I think they got Biggie for
Let
it.
me say this.
I think y'all thought y'all was running the city or something.
Let me say this. Cassie was a willing participant, but Biggie watched too much motherfucking TV. He had to been watching the 5 Heartbeats when he hung a nigga over the balcony. He probably was telling that nigga my office hours are for him. 9, 2-5. Probably was Wale because they said it was Wale.
Hey,
He up there
hey,
denying the shit. The nigga had you dangling over the thing.
hey,
Talking
and you want to know? Hey, and you want to know what's funny, man? The whole time we thought Suge Knight was the menace, nigga. It was, bro. They talking about this nigga can't. They said nigga. Cassie said that Diddy stopped mid freak off to go shoot at Suge Knight.
Yup.
They said that nigga sliding like Lobo. So.
yeah, nigga watch too much TV.
Oh,
You
we
thought you
did
was eating the blood.
slide.
It definitely was way worse than Suge Knight. Because they ain't even done with his story yet. This just the beginning.
Oh, and you know they third witness came up missing. They can't find him.
They
can't find him.
Third
Let me
witness
ask y'all this.
disappeared. They can't find him.
Let me ask y'all this. New evidence out. Is Tory Lanez innocent?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. All I know is I know what he said on that jail phone call. That's what they got his ass with. So I don't know what that's about. And then like a lot of it be internet rumors too, man. But I think he tweaked that. I don't know, man. I just have a hard like I feel like Megan a liar on some shit, but I don't think she lying about that. I think and then he was apologizing on the phone. I just think the nigga got high and just tweaked that the fuck out.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking too. I think he did.
Well, I think it was Kelsey that did it. And I think it was something had happened with the gun, you know, like they was fumbling and fighting because they had both found out they was fucking on the same nigga. And you know how bitches get when they find out a bitch fucking on their nigga and shit. So she found out the bitch was fucking on her nigga and they was rumbling and tussling and fluffling with that goddamn gun. And Chelsea motherfucking ass shot her. And but Tory Lanez had to go down because nigga, you fucked on me, nigga. You going to jail. I'm finna lay on you. You fucked on me. I'm just telling y'all from a woman's perspective.
But that's the only thing why I don't feel it's kind of like he hinting at it, but it was his testimony that killed him, hung him in there. He was apologizing on the phone, said, "I'll give Megan some money. I can't believe I did that. I was fucked up." He said that out his mouth. Like that.
But he also said he also talked to Jason Lee. I don't know if y'all know Jason Lee. A podcast of Jason Lee, the little light-skinned dude with the curly hair. He also called Jason Lee. And Jason Lee was like, dude, what happened? Why is we all at expense with this trial and stuff like that? You know, before the trial had started. And he was just calling him on because they cool. And he was like, man, what's going on? Who shot who? He like, man, Kelsey shot her. This is what Tory Lanez told Jason Lee. Now, this is a fact. He said, man, Kelsey shot her. He said, but I wanted to protect Kelsey. He said, I didn't want Megan going to jail or Kelsey. So I just took the rap.
I ain't gonna lie.
He said, I just took the rap, man. He said, I just took the rap because I didn't want either one of them to go to jail for the shit. And I said, fuck it, man.
Hey, and if he gonna take the rap, continue taking the rap, nigga. Like, you can't. You wanted to be a simp for both of them bitches because they ain't care about locking your ass up. So, nigga, he went out like a dumbass. Yeah, nigga. You knew that girl shot that motherfucker. You should have let her take her time.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he said, and you think, and he also said this too to Jason Lee. He said, you think that, he said, now, and I am the prime example of the black man that protect the black woman while they all out here talking about the black man don't protect the black woman. And little do people know, I'm one of the examples of a black man protecting a black woman. This is what Tory Lanez told Jason Lee.
He shouldn't have protected them hoes. That's his problem. He was simping. He went out simping. If that nigga's a safe haven for hoes. That's why they played with him like that.
Well, you might be right. I can't.
You gotta stop that. Hey, niggas gotta stop that shit.
It might be true. I can't. Yeah. Might be true. I can't, lay on that one. Cause they definitely supposed for fucking on the same nigga. God damn.
As I said, you didn't give and I just don't think Tory that honorable just to do that, man. I think, because I think if he
did own the gun.
Yeah, so
he is on fire.
I don't know, man. I just want to know why was he apologizing for what he did? Like that's what fucked him up. That when he did that jail phone
He was
call, that's when he fucked.
apologizing for fucking on her. Man, I'm
He
sorry I
didn't say
fucked on you,
fucking
you
on her.
know.
He said I wish I wouldn't have did that. I was fucked up. I don't even know what happened that night. Like I'm listening to what the nigga saying.
He told Kelsey, shoot that bitch. That's what he did. I'm just coming up with a different perspective. This is what I
Yeah,
do, guys.
hey, well, even
He
if
about
he
to
told
did.
her to do that shit, he's still an accomplice. It was his gun.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm
Let me tell
saying.
you
Like,
something.
just like I ain't even gonna lie with the Tupac situation. When that girl that happened in that hotel, you responsible because it was your hotel, nigga.
Let me
Right.
tell you something. He 5'3", Megan Thee Stallion, what, almost 6 feet tall. How he was gonna convince a motherfucker he didn't shoot it? They were gonna look at him and look at her and say, "Yeah, that
Yeah,
nigga shot her. He
that's
wasn't about to
hey.
let her boot the fuck on him." That's how they looking at it already, nigga. You was in a lose situation for you when the courthouse. They saw your ass and they saw her. They was like, "Oh yeah, that nigga shot her." But
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah,
thing is he did put his foot in
Okay,
his
so
mouth.
what about the
Now,
bodyguard? Y'all ain't gonna get a bodyguard no credibility?
that's what I was about to get
I ain't
What
into.
gonna
about
That
the
lie, but I ain't
bodyguard?
gonna lie. I ain't
but the
gonna lie,
bodyguard was there
and this is
though.
why I give the
the
bodyguard no
bodyguard said,
credibility.
Kelsey
If
bodyguard
you
said
been
that
watching this man fighting for his life,
Kelsey
what's the name?
killed.
Now you grew a conscience, bro. Come on,
Yeah,
bro. Yeah, and I know
I
what
mean, the
happened.
bodyguard just came out with the statement. He just told y'all ain't gonna
I
get him
know
no
it,
credit.
and go look it up. He retracted his statement. They said it ain't credible.
Oh wow.
yeah. Let me tell you something. I don't know. The bodyguard said that Kelsey did it. And they got a recording her saying she did it. I don't know. I Actually, they ain't dropped it yet.
Cause I ain't
Maybe a
gonna lie,
strategic
we've been
move.
waiting on that new information for like a week now.
Right.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
It ain't
yeah.
dropped.
legally they telling them not to
Stand up
drop it.
though.
And legally
He
they
just got
telling
to
them
stand up.
they got an appeal process going. So legally they can't. I guess that's why they not dropping it.
But they
Well,
Man,
they
said
that's
he
how
said
didn't even go to
they
jail. They said he didn't even go to jail for shooting Megan. They said he went to jail because due to violation of probation for the gun or whatever you get when you got a gun
oh
and you
y'all
violated
hey
the
y'all hey
possession.
and guess what? And guess what? And guess what? He right because you want to know why? I remember Tory caught a case back in the day. He was showing niggas a bunch of guns he bought trying to flex on
yeah,
Snapchat,
yeah.
and they locked
That's
his
some
ass
real
up for
stuff.
that. He caught a federal charge for that. I remember.
Mm.
So we a straight gangster for real.
Yeah, he tried to show niggas he was a real dude and showed on
Yeah.
Snapchat all them guns and they came and got his ass for it. And he had to bond out for that. So yeah, he gonna get that. And what y'all don't realize too, he's about to get the harshest penalty because he's Canadian. He's not even American. So he's about to do
Nope.
that time and they about to deport his ass. That's what's gonna
He just
happen.
got stabbed. He got stabbed up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he, so, and I just know what type of person Tory is. He's a real emotional ass person. Like you say the wrong shit to him, he feel like he gotta prove his. You feel me? Cause that's
Yeah,
how he
short
gonna
nigga
talk in case.
complex. Yeah, short nigga complex. Of course
Yeah,
He
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 got to
gonna
be
do.
be
like
He
this
do got that.
lover boy
So
ass short nigga complex. Of course. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
that's that's who I give respect to, y'all. T-Pain. That didn't think like T-Pain. For real.
Yeah, he need
That
to
didn't
be
think
more
like
like
T-Pain.
you
so
can't
that's
be married
so
20 some years,
so.
but shaking your ass on stage ain't it, my boy. I don't give a fuck how long you been married. You
But I ain't
understand
gonna lie.
popping and shit.
That's where Tory fucked up. If he took that charge for them girls, he shouldn't have took
He's
that
stupid.
charge for the. You feel me?
For a female, man.
But I
Especially
ain't
since
gonna
he
What's
do
was
up?
shit.
going
But
to
what?
jail regardless. Especially since he was going to jail regardless. He should have kept it real because he didn't even go to jail for shooting a girl. He done went to jail for violation of the possession or whatever you call
Violation.
it. So
I mean, that probably was added to his charges too, cause he got caught with a bunch of guns. Like he was on some bullshit.
Yeah. He brought himself up.
Yeah, he brought so he jammed. So he shouldn't even been near a gun for real.
right. Right.
So yeah,
Well, it is what it is.
so
Well, we'll
they
see
gonna
because
catch
they
you
got to
on.
come out with it. We'll see what the truth will set them free.
I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah,
we've been
man.
waiting for a week. And if they had that data, they would have dropped it. You know, niggas would have sold that to the highest. You know, they had no problem dropping them Diddy tapes when he was beating her in the hotel. So I don't know. I don't see why They
Man,
they
it took
said
a
they
minute.
couldn't even
It took a
charge
minute
him for
because
that
that
shit.
hotel
It
boy,
took
they
a
got
minute
pretty
for
good.
Diddy though. It did take a minute for Diddy though.
That
I
hotel
ain't
It
gonna
boy
took a
lie.
got
minute.
paid
They had
good.
to build it up. They had to raid the house. They let him walk around for another 3 months and all. After
This
they
Yeah,
nigga
they
got
had
raided
to
the
put.
crib and all.
this nigga got 100 bottles of baby oil in his house. What the fuck?
No, look, y'all got it wrong. It wasn't even 100 bottles. They said it was 1,000 cases.
God damn,
1,000.
that's
Hey,
even worse.
Lord.
They said it was
Well,
1,000 cases.
how many is in the box then?
Shit,
If it's
hey,
in each
look.
case, how many?
Y'all heard about that shit with old
All
boy
I know
house
is
from
this:
day
if
26.
you go to Walmart right now, there's not even 100 bottles of baby oil on the shelf. So
Yo, nigga, how you getting all these cases, my nigga?
yeah, hey,
First off, second off, yeah, I heard what happened to the day
but they
26
said
nigga.
he was using them. She said what he was using. They said he'll pour them all on the sink, and he'll just throw a bunch of baby oil on everybody. He said he wanted niggas shining in that motherfucker.
Y'all know another thing
Shit look
just
like a
happened?
WWE match in that motherfucker.
Lord
Everybody
have
got on baby
mercy.
earl.
Lord have mercy.
Listen, you know what old boy
How
from day
y'all,
26
feel?
is.
How y'all feel about Trump? Huh.
Trump, Trump
How
How
we
over
y'all
here
feel
feel
trying
about
to
about
win
Trump?
black votes. We appreciate Larry Hoover being poor and
Right.
young boy
Thank you.
Charles being poor.
Shout
They
out to
probably should have
Larry
left that.
Hoover. Shout out.
They probably should have left
Thank
that
you.
little
Shout
YN with
out.
his charge.
Shout
He gonna do
out.
some other shit and be
Thank
right
you.
back in jail.
No,
I'm gonna
but
put my Jews effect on. Hold on.
Then he got
Yeah.
Did y'all
Shout
know
out
goddamn
to
that?
Grizzlies
Larry.
out of there. Grizzlies out of there. He had to
but
make
you know
sure.
what? We could be cheering and thinking it's a good thing, but it could not be, bro. You feel me?
That's what it is. It's not.
It
It's a
should
carrot.
be. It should be better. It should be better. I'm telling y'all. I believe in it. It should be better.
No,
He gonna
no,
get
because
everybody
look,
straight. He gonna get everybody straight. He gonna get everybody straight.
no, but
Guaranteed.
look,
For real.
but look, this is all I'm saying. Certain people, I feel like there's certain people put in our community to be agents of chaos to continue the cycle.
That's true. And that's what they think gonna happen, but it ain't gonna happen. And I'm speaking it
Yeah.
into existence. And you're right. It could be a setup. It could be a setup trying to
I
set
think
set
it's
the
a
black
setup
community up.
because yeah, that's what I think it is. Cause he pardoned him and he pardoned NBA YoungBoy. I said, yeah, you trying to have these YNs out here going crazy. That's what you. And then I ain't gonna lie. Then they. Hey, look. He did that. He's setting it up. And then I also seen that they got rid of eternal affairs. So the police, when they do a crime against someone, there's no one to report it to.
Right. Right.
Because he giving them full immunity.
I think he's setting that shit up for a race war. That's what I think.
At least he think he is, but it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna
Yeah.
happen. And I'm
Cause
speaking
I
that
ain't
into
gonna.
existence. It ain't gonna happen. That's what you think is gonna happen. But we gonna come together and we gonna be better together. I'm putting
Cause
that
I
in
ain't gonna lie.
putting that
Cause
into
I ain't
play
gonna lie.
right now.
This is what happens right now. It's a witch hunt for the rich people right now. It's a celebrity witch hunt. Anybody wealthy, it's a rich hunt for them. And when they get scared, they gotta throw a distraction out there to keep poor people fighting. Cause
Yeah.
once the poor people start clicking together, that's why they killed Fred Hampton. They killed Fred Hampton because he got the poor racist white people on his side. He got the Asian immigrant workers. He got everybody to come as a people and come up to the city hall and march. And they didn't like that. They was cool when it was just black people, but when he got all them people together, that's when they start labeling them a terrorist. You know?
It's possible. But
When
look,
other
man,
communities start funding what was going on, the Koreans were sending guns and da. That's when they started. Okay, this is a problem. You know, because they don't want all the poor people to realize these are the people that's pulling the strings. There's more of us than them. You know.
well, it's definitely that. It's definitely that. Man, this was a good fucking night. Some deep conversation. Fuck Trump. I mean, I ain't gonna say he trying or he not trying. I'm gonna just say that I don't know what's going on. I see him
Stick
bringing the
with your
white
first
Africans
man.
over and not the
I ain't gonna
black
lie.
ones. I
This
don't
is
know
all
what
I
his
say
agenda
about
is.
Trump. Trump ain't the president that we want, but he the president that we need because I feel like we've been falling off. We've been falling off our shit, man. You know what I mean. We don't need that
We
Yeah.
fake
ain't the
racist
president
talk.
we need.
We need to know what we up against, and I think it'll
going,
make people get on their shit.
That
We
is
yeah.
ain't the
true.
president.
That is true.
We ain't the
Now that
president that
is
we
true.
need.
That's a fact.
Cause
We
I
the
ain't even gonna
president
lie.
that
I'm not gonna lie to.
we
I'm
know.
not gonna lie to you. These other presidents, if Camilla would have been president, bro, them other countries would have came over here and tried us, bro. They think we soft, bro. We need a nigga that's crazy that'll push that button.
Yeah.
They think we got soft. They think we bunch
But
of
that's
gay
the thing. He
boys
Yeah,
and
ain't
if
shit
crazy.
over
Kamala
here.
would have became president, it would have been a wrap.
China,
It definitely would
hey,
have been.
China and all
He
them
ain't
think we
crazy. He
gay
just a
boys
cool
or something over here, bro.
businessman.
They
And he
calm
got a lot of
down.
influence to connect. He done did
That's
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying.
shit
But they
behind
think we
closed
gay,
doors and
cause
shit.
cause you know Joe Biden and all them, they would have tried to play the pot. Oh, hold on, let's see what we can do. Nah, you need a nigga to say fuck that. Like this is what we
Nigga
doing
was
over here.
78 years old. You know he didn't want no war. This nigga 78 years old. You know what the fuck is he gonna do?
Yeah.
They
But that's what I'm saying. We've been
Trump
having a
77.
lot
What
of
the fuck he
soft.
gonna do but send your children and your brothers over there to
were
fight?
talking about
Hey,
he gonna start.
He got
Just
business
one
dealings.
lady.
So it's
hey,
easy for
and the
him to walk
only
in that
reason
room and
why
have a
we're
conversation. Because he
and the
already
only
built a
reason
rapport.
why we're the superpower
Just
in the
one lady.
world because we dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima back in World War II. That's why
Yes,
niggas been scared of us. They don't think we'll do that shit again.
True, true.
So we need a president that cause you see they said his first day office, Obama said that nigga in North Korea is gonna be the one that got problems. He said that dude called Trump on the first day. We got bombed. He said, "Well, my button's bigger, so you need to go take a vacation or something before we wipe your whole shit out." And they said, "Nah, and him and Kim Jong, you handled that." Feel me? So we definitely need a president that ain't about to play.
You ready to go get that
Oh.
for 30 minutes again?
Hey, well, he is a businessman. I give him being the business part. He know how to negotiate and keep niggas out our shit. But I still think he getting punked by Putin though. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But okay.
I mean,
Oh, that
he
definitely
probably
Putin got
got
some
Putin.
dirt on him.
Yeah, Putin said he had pictures of Russian strippers pissing on him.
Hey,
He
What's up
probably
with that?
was.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
he
said,
thought he
Wow.
was
what's
at
up with
them beauty
all the rich
pageants.
people wanting to get peed on, man? What's going on out here?
Right, make them think what the fuck was going on at these Playboy mansions.
Yeah. Oh, they said he was the original freak off nigga. They
He
said Hugh
started that
Hefner.
shit.
They said, hey, and they said this. They said this is what they doing. They tying Diddy up to that shit. But they said most of their human trafficking, like he had tunnels under his house that went up to people. That's how they was sending the sex workers and shit. Don't you notice how many kids and people end up missing in the world? Shit, what you think happening to them people?
Right. They say they got some deep shit on Diddy like that though. That's why I said this is just the beginning. They just starting off a little mediocre. They got some shit on this nigga. Cause this nigga facing life. This nigga facing life.
Hey, and think about this. Think about this. That nigga music, hey, nigga, when the last time a Bad Boy album really did something? This nigga been selling drugs and pimping hoes. That's how he been getting to $1 billion for real.
That nigga can't rap worth the shit.
That nigga been pimping hoes and
Good dancing ass nigga.
yeah, that
Like,
nigga been. Hey, but that's how they do, man. It be the motherfuckers you don't think. That's how they get away with the shit. They know how to hide.
all
They
in
know
your
how to hide who
videos,
they is. Yeah.
all in your camera time. Come to that room now. But seriously,
Come on, nigga. Hey, you notice that nigga line always take that. Nigga, what you think he was talking about?
exactly. That's what he was telling them niggas. Take that.
Nigga had 7 names. That nigga had 7 names. Diddy Love, Diddy Shine, Diddy Cone,
Just knew a
Love.
nigga with
What
7
was the
names
other
had some
name?
right.
That nigga had 7 names. And that was the seven signs of sins right there. Y'all know nothing about that.
Yeah.
But the nigga had 7 names.
You knew it. He had 7. I can't trust a nigga that don't have one name, nigga. If you got 3, 4 illnesses, something ain't right. Like, nigga, what is you got going on?
Hey, and one day he said, they said, what's his job? He said his job is to make sure you don't get fucked. I was like, what is going? Hey, Diddy was saying some wild shit, like, and just let that
Well,
nigga
50
slide
Cent
on
been
that.
telling y'all. 50
You
Cent
saw
been
that
telling
Tyson
y'all the
interview.
nigga was gay ever since he asked 50 Cent,
Yeah.
nigga, let me take you shopping. When he told 50 Cent would take you shopping, man, this nigga is gay as a box of rocks.
Hey, that nigga grabbed Tyson's ass while they was
Boy,
interviewing.
you saw what Tyson did?
Tyson
Look at
grabbed that
that.
nigga head and shit. And I said, boy, that was Iron Mike Tyson too. And I ain't gonna lie, that nigga Diddy got a type, nigga. He like all dark-skinned niggas with waves.
Not with the sex workers. The sex workers was light skinned. The sex workers was
No,
light skinned.
no, but that was for
Some of
Cassie.
them
Odell
I'm
were.
talking
Beckham
about
Some
was
of
light
all
them,
the.
they
skinned
were
too.
white.
Hey, I'm talking
They,
about that was for Cassie, but all the niggas that he was trying to go after, Fabulous, 50 Cent, Mike
Meek Mill.
Tyson, Mace, they all the same type of niggas.
Somehow.
Baby lotion the shit out. Even Quine from day 26. Nigga said I woke up in the basement full of baby girl. I did.
Hey, and then I ain't gonna lie. Chris Brown said I was gonna get picked up by Diddy, but Diddy said, I don't like the light skin one. I like, yeah, he got.
this the true story. This
Yeah, that
is
nigga
true
got a
story.
type.
This ain't even
He like
funny.
to trade with the fades. He got a type.
Hey, yeah, he wants you to look like Mace and them back in the day.
Somehow.
Fuck that. I'm going to get some dreads. Now he like to trade with the fades.
Yeah.
You trying to get at him now, but that shit crazy. That's just knowing who you surrounding yourself with and putting yourself in bad situations when you come receptive, especially when you're younger, becoming conditioned. And that's what happened with Cassidy. She got conditioned, she got Stockholm, she went there joining that shit, and then somewhere down the line, she was like, this ain't it in her mind.
I ain't
And
gonna lie,
he felt like, bitch, you
but
started it,
even
you
Cassie
gotta
said,
continue.
hey, even Cassie said, I like to freak off sometimes, but I didn't. He made me do that shit every day. Though. He said,
Yeah, she had to like
she
him
said, I
sometimes.
like.
He want
She said,
somebody to piss on him.
she said, cause
Damn.
even the dude, cause I ain't gonna lie, that's what fucked her up in there. The dude said, you told me to pee on you, and we was by ourselves. Diddy wasn't even there. So
They
that's what
said
made
most
him
of
and
the
her up
time
the
he was
country.
there.
But the escort
Most of the
said,
time
you
he was
paid
there
me.
with a woman looking like a woman with a what they said he was dressed like a woman with a woman Muslim robe on.
Yeah,
See,
that
that's
nigga.
what being around all them white folks get you. That's what it was.
Yeah, man.
All them goddamn white folks, and the white folks nasty. They want you to fuck their girl while they sit there and play with themselves. That's what the fuck he was doing. That's why he was
that
over
nigga.
there in drag. He didn't want to know that was him over there beating this shit.
Yeah, hey, she said that nigga was over there executive producing the video and shit.
This nigga
Yeah,
making
give me that Mo baby oil.
making a Pornhub video.
Damn,
Yeah,
Diddy.
that nigga was making
Damn, Diddy. What
that
about
nigga
what
that
about Meek Mill? Did Meek Mill go or what?
Oh, he
I ain't
went.
gonna lie, I don't know what happened, man, but he's also that he's the type. He's the type. He a dark skinned nigga with waves. He the
I bet
type.
you ain't never heard nobody say Rick Ross got baby Earl.
Oh yeah, they
They
did
did say that. They did
say
say
that.
that. They
God
said Rick Ross
Yeah, they
and
said Rick
DJ
Ross got
Khaled.
baby oil. He said
damn. Carry him and
hey,
they been doing
they
like
got
best friends.
they got a video that's funny as fuck. It got Diddy's face over the nigga from the Temptations, Eddie Ruffin. He over there telling them niggas,
I
you
think
got these niggas out here thinking I'm the only nigga like this. He said we baby oil brothers, nigga. He told Will Smith, I had you shiny, boy.
Will Smith probably was at one of the parties because he got some
Oh,
bullshit
he
going on
definitely
too.
was, man.
Wilson
LeBron
definitely.
James
I
said
we
ain't no
know who
party
he
like a
is
Diddy
loving
party.
is.
Speaking of
Will
entanglements,
Smith been had men lovers. He been swinging since day one. Him and which car? His man is Dwayne Martin. Shit, that the
Hey,
nigga that
and you
told
want to
that
know what's
story
crazy?
ain't lying on him. They ain't sued that man yet. That man came
Hey,
out and
hey,
said, "Man, I think them bend over in the dress room," and he ain't sued that man yet. That said that shit about him.
clock that.
and you want to know something crazy? They said Jada picked man. Hey, they be talking too much about their relationship. Will Smith said one time he was with Jada in the bedroom and he said he grabbed her hair and it fell off. Man, he said he threw up on her back. I said, yeah, y'all ain't here punching low.
First of all, Jada Smith must be bad motherfucking luck. Cause let me tell you something. Ain't no way you had this young buck doing all this shit, and then once you ain't want to fuck with him no more, this nigga done turned gay, and he making New Orleans look bad.
He's been gay. They've been doing gay things together. Her and him swinging. It's 4 of them in the room when they do their thing.
But you know what? He said swinging was her idea. He said, I never wanted to do that shit.
And now you got August Asanya over here, gay as a J-bird. That
Hey,
gay ass light skin nigga.
and you want to know? Hey, and you want? Huh?
He's straight gay. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. You know. I don't know what's going on, man.
All she know is pop, 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 pop. Pop must was busting that up. Pop, pop, pop. Even the children write letters to Pop. They want to know born when the nigga was alive.
Hey, but you know what? I seen some interviews of Pac back in the day. The nigga was a little sassy. I ain't gonna lie.
Who, Pop?
Yeah, back in the day, go look up his high school. The way that nigga
You
talk
might
and
was
shit,
doing
he was
some
a little
strange for a
sassy.
piece of trade.
And I ain't gonna lie. And I ain't gonna lie. They said Kim Porter said in Kim Porter book, they said that's really why they fell out, because they was swinging with Puffy and shit.
No, they didn't say she didn't say that. She said Tupac did not want to do that. That's what she said.
She said they was some
She
freaky
said
niggas
that's
up
why they fell out, because he came in the room and asked when Kim Porter and Puffy was already in the room and Tupac said he came. She said Tupac came in the room and Puffy was like, "You want to fuck her? Do you want to fuck Kim? Go on and fuck her, man. Y'all go ahead and fuck." And that threw Tupac off and he left out the room. That's what she said.
Well, I don't know that, and I ain't gonna lie,
Real nigga, what you want?
It would have made sense, because I ain't gonna lie, that because now I'm thinking, when Pac caught that rape case, was that a freak off too? Cause why was all them niggas in your hotel with that one girl? That sound like some freak
And
off
they
shit
probably
going on.
was running the train.
You
Now
don't
running the
disrespect
train
no
is different from
female.
running
I
the
was just about
train
to
is
say,
different
don't
from
act
that
like you don't know
shit
what a
Puffy
flipper is.
and Will Smith was doing.
I ain't gonna
I
lie,
mean, I know it's all bad, but
I ain't gonna lie, running the train still gay, man. Cause nigga, what
Yeah,
Kim C say?
yeah. You right.
I ain't gonna lie, and a lot of young niggas did it, bro. But when you, as a grown man, you in here naked with other niggas, and y'all going in the same spots. So that's damn near somebody in that bitch bird watching.
Is this a dick swinging contest? I was just about to say that because there's a little bit too much going on. I can't.
That nigga Gilly the Kid, he said that nigga Gilly the Kid said, he said, we training this bitch. And then I ain't gonna lie, when we done, my cousin gonna tap me on the back. Damn, cuz, I didn't know you had it in there. He said, bro, were you watching me? What the fuck is going on there?
Walla was definitely watching it.
Hey, Walla on some
Walla better cut that shit
He said,
out.
I didn't know you had it in you, boy. You was tearing her up. I know you not watching me fuck, bro.
This is ridiculous, man. Yeah, so
That's what
all
I'm
that
saying.
is
It's no
gay.
way I could be knocking something down and look over and the nigga standing there just staring at a nigga. No way. No way.
Hey, man, hey, that shit is border. And then don't let niggas try to be on. Hey, nigga gotta be to one side or the other, nigga. We can't do that porno shit with niggas on the same side. That shit gay. I said, nigga,
No. Like, look, I'm gonna say this to wrap this up. I'm gonna say this. Your choices is your choices. Sometimes we negate about the people that's around us because some people ain't gonna tell you when shit ain't right. And that's what I meant about networking connections. A lot of people enabled a lot of this shit, bro. They enabled people that was around that sort of shit, and they did it because fear. They did it because he had power. They did it because he had money. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stand for something in this world. Because if you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. Look at him. It don't matter how much money you got in the world. Look where he's sitting there, looking like a fucking gray bag miserable in jail. All the money he got. I don't know why people get rich and do dumb shit, but that's just what they do. I guess they get
and then at the end of the day, you gotta answer for what you do too. Like you see, he's getting his like, and all them, and you can't buy friends. Like you see, nobody's in there got his back on it.
They was only there for a security reason. They wasn't there to be his friend. They was there for security reason. They know Diddy was throwing that money out like it was nothing. They know they can get something to have a secret in their back pocket on his ass. He gonna pay whatever for it not to come out like he did that video. $50,000. Shit, I wish I was the man.
And then was hey,
I'm gonna
and
take
then
the
was
money and
crazy.
give them up. No,
Hey, he gave Cassie $100 million, and they still got up there and snitched on him. They
you know
gave,
what?
hey, Cassie got $100 million. They still got up there and snitched.
You know why? You know why? Because when you do somebody something, you can't tell them how to react. I don't give a fuck how much money you throw out there. You can't tell me how to respond to how you did me. Every action got a reaction, so you can't tell me how to respond. It don't matter
Well,
what the fuck
he
you
made
do.
her sign an NDA when.
Oh shit. Yeah, he made her sign an NDA, but she said, "Oh, hey, okay, I'm gonna get these 100 today." In less than 24 hours, she had that motherfucking money. He knew.
Yeah, that money. So did.
He
He
gave that
so did.
motherfucking money. Everybody knew he was guilty when he gave that motherfucking money up. Everybody knew it. Nigga,
And
then
guess
niggas
what's
saw a
crazy?
video.
Hey, and guess what's crazy? If you go look, Diddy didn't even give her the money. You know that?
The labor did.
No, Dallion, the liquor company, gave her the money and then made him step down. They gave him his share, said we don't want to do business with you, and they paid her. Cause they knew the feds was coming, bro. They knew, bro.
The only nigga, people can say he crazy all the fuck they want. The only person that ever beat the fucking sponsors is Kanye. And I don't know how the fuck he did it. He made Adidas look real stupid. And he's still selling this motherfucker, selling bitches. But at the end of the day, that nigga, they think that nigga crazy. That nigga is crazy, but he a marketing genius too. Some of that shit he know what he
Nah,
be doing.
he crazy because he lost 500 million. He lost 500 million. He can't do business with no banks and shit. This nigga had to move all the way to Japan because he can't even he fucked himself. He on internet talking about he sucked his cousin's dick for 14 years. That nigga tripping.
Hey,
He lost.
too.
Kanye did it. Kanye lost.
That nigga said when he was 14, he very much so low. But look, be aware of who y'all connect yourself with, and that's why it matters. And that was the talking point of that topic. Before we get out here, though, for the people that's still in here, they can tell people where to find them, what they got coming up. You can find me everywhere on every platform. You can also check out my TikTok shop. I'm a TikTok affiliate, TikTok shop affiliate. Check it out. They got some dope shit in there. You might see some shit in there that you want to buy. It's cheap, affordable price. TikTok ain't that crazy high. The shipping kind of crazy, but it ain't that. Fuck with that. What I about to say, yeah, you can see me on all platforms. I got some interviews coming up, all that shit. I'm gonna let my guests that's still in here let you know what they got going. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody pulling up.
Okay. Well, I'm an upcoming artist, young A Fresh Boy from St. Louis. You can Google me, YOUNGAYE, Fresh Boy, BOII, and I'm everywhere.
Tony the big homie.
Yeah, Tony the big homie. Yeah, shoot. I'm an artist. I'm out here in Atlanta, Georgia. Basically, I got some music that's about to come out. I'm working on my project Lawless that's gonna be coming out soon. I'm working on that. We also doing like film production, and then I'm doing like these comic books for kids and stuff that we doing. We didn't already move like 10K books, so we gonna get some more books pressed up for the kids, coloring books and shit. So I'm doing shit for the community too, and we got some homeless drives going on there, and basically shoot, we got a lot in store, and then we now getting distributed through creative media. They work with a major labels like Empire and stuff like that, so I definitely got big things planned for this year. So and then I'm thinking about trying to put together like a little film, a little feature film and stuff like that, and basically work with the locals in Atlanta and shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hulk Life Rex. For those who don't know, I just met bro. I interview artists that make music. I also review music. So anytime you can send me music, the email not at the bottom, not the one in the ticker. I'll just send it to you. You can get the email from Teasy or whatever. I do make music. I radio, I interview artists. It's a lot that I be having going on. I do artist versus artist, catalog versus catalog battles, song versus song battles. It's a little bit of everything. So you definitely want to tap in, lock on. Give me your links so I can check your shit out. If you ain't following me, follow me so we communicate.
Oh yeah, I'm just in tap in.
Yeah, so you know it's a lot of shit that's going on in the process. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all already know we not playing. Oh, the thing? No, I'm lying. The versus underground tournament. You know we had the 2 1v1s. Now we got the tournament. All hip hop artists. It's like 16 of them. That bracket will be coming out soon. I think we still may have some slots open. You know, I just want to get into
Okay,
this.
let me
One
know.
song apiece, single elimination. One song apiece, single elimination. It's tournament style. 2 nice prize packages on the end of it. That's gonna be dope. You know, some of the same spots that we
Okay.
had from the 1v1 versus the same thing we're gonna have with the tournament. Yeah, I just gotta lock in, man. Tap in, man. Don't tap out, tap in. Shout
Tap
out
in. Yeah.
coming through. Shout out what you said your rap name is again?
Young and Fresh Wood.
Young and Fresh.
Tony the big home. Tony the
Young and
big home.
Fresh, Tony the big homie. Who else popped up in here? 2 ladies from Real Life, Real Life podcast. Shout out to them.
Right, Tony.
They also do like music
Yeah.
reviews. I think she do interviews as well. So I would tap in
Okay.
with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I know
Yeah. Like
Teaser
2,
do
3
interviews
months.
as well.
Yeah.
There's a
All right.
few other people that didn't come
All right, man.
today. That's part of this network. So lock in. Like I said, if you're artists out there, lock in with us, man. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it working. It's all about building. It's all about pushing each other forward. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the hate.
Right.
Let's all do it together. Especially as a black community, niggas don't want to see us win. You know what I mean? Any means.
Right.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all stay tapped in, man. Don't miss out. I'm your boy Hog. Like.
All right.